Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Before it starts blushing again. That's hilarious. Aprovechando? What does aprovechando mean? And did I even say it right? I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Oh no. It's okay, right? Okay, it seems fine now. Alright. The Black Sea is about to devour the world. Humanity's last ark, the city of Romirro, is perched on a solitary island. There shall be a lunar eclipse, and at the end of the third night, Romirro will be annihilated as it sinks below the ocean's waves. The tome of the sea god, which has foretold all worldly changes, announced the day in which humanity will be submerged during the first night. Oh, sorry, is it too loud, by the way? They actually sound a lot sadder in Chinese, like they're really despairing. At the edge of the harbor, which had suffered years of erosion because of the sea winds, desperate people pushed the sea god statues they carved with their own hands into the abyssal waters. Temples have been abandoned, their altars smashed, precious collection of books and scrolls are naught but ashes and smoke. Over the centuries, the people's faith in the sea god and everything that's associated with him were swallowed by rising tides. It was only a matter of time before they were abandoned and forgotten. The bride of the sea god suffered this fate as well. And here we go. The most ick of all ick voices. Oh, it's really low. Hey, oh, they made it so low. Yeah.
就出大乱子了，稳住他们！哼，有什么好慌的？去把全城的人召集过来，就说。
He wants to lie to them. Oh, I know how to read that, Maria. Yo también. But I don't know what it means.
让海神的新娘当众宣告。听到了吗？海神的新娘。
The guards grab my arms and throw me to the ground. I stare at the intricate patterns that dot the hem of the Castellan's robes. The situation is ironic, and it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. In the past, he was Romirro's minister, whose loyalty to the city was unmatched. Yet he's now a cruel individual after the prophecy appeared in the Tome of the Sea God. Didn't you say the Tome of the Sea God spreads lies and leads people astray? Not only is it untrustworthy, but you sealed it away in the temple.
哼，这不是你该问的。罗敬城将在现任城主的带领下重获新生。待会儿你必须让那块石头显现些什么，然后说出这句话。
His voice is better than the English. You like his voice in English? It's funny. Villain check, exactly. He sounds exactly like a villain. It sounds good, thank you. I was trying to adjust it. Everything is at stake here, but you're still obsessed with your power as the Castellan. How pathetic.
要不是你是唯一能与海神叔对话的人，你以为你能活到今天？老老实实扮演好你的角色，否则，你知道会有什么下场。
I do. I get to be free of you. After hearing the heavy lock bind the door, I'm once again left alone in the tower. Suddenly, I love that voice. Did you hear that? Did you hear the way he chuckled?
明明是海神的新娘，怎么让区区人类欺负成这样？
When did he appear? That title is nothing more than a pair of shackles. Why can't you be the groom of Vestas instead? I gotta say, in the past 4 chapters, I love MC's energy in this story. She's so funny. I don't remember when it started. At first, I thought the voice was a hallucination born from my lengthy imprisonment. But time passed, and the seagulls brought me seashells with strange patterns. That's when I became certain of his existence. He claimed to be the sea god, but his voice was too youthful, too mysterious. I couldn't trust him. However, I found myself involuntarily anticipating his appearances. If anything, it made my time here a little more bearable. And like a person who was fascinated while watching a goldfish in a bowl, he approached me. He tested me, tempted my heart to yearn for freedom as it sat in a pit of despair. MC, like right now, here, this whole passage, she is so smart to know, like even though she's in a pit of despair right now, right? She didn't just fully trust him or believe him to be like her savior or whatnot. She's very cautious, but at the same time realistic, because she's thinking this could be my ticket out of here, you know? And I like that. Even Hawkern sounds good in Chinese, yeah.
你不是想离开这里吗？今夜就是唯一的机会。
Also, guys, if you play Rafayel in Chinese normally, his voice is so different. It's giving me goosebumps, oh my god. Like, the softness, you can still hear the faint softness of his voice, but there's almost like cold cruelty in it, you know? Like he knows you're in a situation where you can't refuse. And he's still trying to coax you. It's so good. I love this voice. Huh?
10月当空，潮汐逆流时，你只要记住2件事。
Is that me and you? The two things? What things? What are you talking about? The sea breeze flips through the tattered pages on the table. It stops, and there I see a page covered in mysterious, intricate symbols.
幻海神杖，祭海歌。
祭海歌。
到那时，我自会回应你的期许。
The last traces of his voice are buried by the horn. I look outside to see an anxious crowd gathering under the dilapidated tower. What do you mean? What do you want me to do? Are you still there? Leave it to a god to give you such vague instructions, right? Silence falls over the tower. I squeeze my eyes shut and force myself to stay calm. His proposal is too sudden. It could be a trap as well. I'd be foolish not to question it. Even if it is a trap, doesn't matter? Is there anything more hopeless than being imprisoned here forever? I might as well take this gamble.
欢呼吧，我的子民们！
Atop the tower, Hawkern raises the orb that symbolizes Romirro. His gaze sweeps over the port's towering embankments and the ships with their black sails.
无需恐惧这降临的月食之夜，它并非预示着罗敬城的沉没，而是全新的希望。
Oh, I just realized in Chinese is 罗敬城。
在抛弃了虚无的海神信仰后，我们数百年的付出已经改变了曾经的预言。现在，我会让你们亲自看到这个答案。
The sea of people are like ants. They're restless. A guard shoves me and I stumble to the edge of the tower. In that instant, the gazes below me, filled with disgust, fear, anxiety, and cold indifference, pierce me like arrows. Why is it in every timeline MC is so hated? It's so heartbreaking. I need to borrow the Semino staff. My lord, the power within the tome of the sea god has faded. I need to use the sea god's Semino staff to make the prophecy's word manifest again.
幻海神杖，临海一世从没用过什么神杖，少给我耍花样。
Tonight is the lunar eclipse. Without the Semino staff to protect us, should any signs resembling calamities appear? I deliberately lower my voice. At that moment, lightning tears through the clouds. The sea churns and massive waves crash onto the shore. I like how Raphael's playing along. A moment passes. The sea god's Semino staff, its old age apparent, is given to me. According to him, I need to sing the hymn. Oh, I need to increase the voice. I brush away the dust from the staff and raise it toward the tome of the sea god. Our silent universe awakens in the faint light where dusk and dawn meet and merge. The young and pure sea god descends upon the first wave's surge. Okay, so this line, by the way, this got me thinking, first wave. Why would they call it first wave? They say first wave as if it was the birth of something, you know? Like the very first experience. It's making me think what that means. The ancient lyrics flow from my mouth as the staff slowly traces a totem-like pattern in the air. Suddenly, mysterious singing drifts through the biting wind. With my voice, it echoes from afar. I can't hear it. Oh, there. Oh, why can't they increase the volume of his singing? He's here. Good, he didn't lie to me. A slight feeling of relief washes over me as I face the wind and sing even louder. He who commands the cycles of the sun, the moon, and the tides. He who guides souls to rest in distant realms.
他唱的是禁忌的祭海歌，把他抓起来。
Okay. The guards lunge at me, but the staff emits a dazzling blue light that repels everyone. The sea god wields fire in the darkness. He is the blazing sun who ignites the lost night. Gosh. The effects just on the first chapter, it's so cool. Thunder crushes down upon the sea and enormous waves manifest. Heavy rainfall descends as the storm engulfs all of Romirro. Terror and chaos erupt around me. I clutch the staff tightly and continue to sing until a beam of light appears. It points to something under the towering waves. I brace myself before I leap into the ocean. Let's go! Let's go meet our husband! It's time to meet our groom. He said he would greet me, but this is a little too violent for my liking. Black seawater twists into a massive vortex and carries me away. Disoriented, I stop swimming and let my body sink deeper into the ocean's depths. This confused me. Does that mean MC could already breathe underwater? They didn't mention anything, but it leads you to believe that she can breathe underwater. And the moment that she jumped into the water, this like whirlpool dragged her to the depths to meet Rafayel. I lose track of time before a magnificent yet ruined structure gradually appears.
终于来了。
A voice as cold as frigid seawater drifts toward me. Ghostly light sweeps across the crumbling ruins. Like moonlight, it's reflected in my eyes. Before me is a slowly swaying fishtail. It's so magnificent that everything I have ever considered beautiful in my life suddenly feels pain and pain. Yeah, pain, plain and unremarkable. That is so true. I wholeheartedly agree with this paragraph. If possible, if I could star a favorite storyline, it would be this, okay? It would be this. Everything I have ever considered beautiful in my life suddenly feels plain and unremarkable. She is so right. Truth has been spoken. This is gospel, everyone. A human body with the tail of a fish and the power to control the ocean. Are you the sea god?
是与不是，你都已别无选择。
The way he was just like, that's so hot. Several heavy chains were wrapped around his body. Ooh, tell me more. Powerful runes, barely visible, keep him immobilized.
我已经帮你逃出升天，现在解开我身上的封印。
Oh yeah. I'll release you in more days than one. I will release you. I'm sorry. Why would the sea god be imprisoned in a place like this? And you see, she's asking the important questions. They were testing the waters with the wolf mullet in Catch 22. Silence, everyone! My husband approaches. Wait, I need to pause ads 1 second.
但我既然能帮你。 自然也能让你葬身海底，与我作伴。
Oh shit! The way he said it, I'm like, I don't mind. Sure, I'm fine with that. If I die, then no one else will save you.
你似乎还没有意识到，自己究竟唤醒了什么。
Yeah. Look, I've watched this Kindled so many times. You don't understand. The legend says the sea god bears a special mark. Where is it? Oh, now I'm finding it. So, since I have played this Kindled many times, I know that there are 3 lines that this Kindled can give you.
别找了。
He says that when you tap sometimes his head, and then maybe his chest.
你被关起来时，我也该这么瞧一瞧你。
Oh. Guys, you hear that? He's gonna put me in shackles. Please.
你被关起来时，我也该这么瞧一瞧你。
He wants me to know. That's why he's saying it more than once. Gosh, look at his hair.
你被关起来时，我也该这么瞧一瞧你。
There should be another
你
line.
以为海神印记是人人都看得到的吗？
There, that line. Oh yeah, that line.
你以为海神印记是人人都看得到的吗？
Excuse me. The seals on your body are incredibly powerful.
仅凭你的力量，当然无法与之抗衡。
Yeah, I know.
他的鳞片似孤月冰寒，它将在拂晓刺穿你的心房。
I don't
你唱
mind
的
that.
祭海歌就是答案。
Oh God, his voice, please. Okay, 1 second. Especially this one, the way he like just gasped it out. Aren't you afraid I'll take your skill and disappear somewhere?
海水流经之处，将再无你的容身之地。
Oh, please. Guys, I'm gone. I'm lost. Him threatening to find me no matter what. He loves me. That's it. It's because he loves me. He says he will find me no matter what. That means he will always know where I am. That means he loves me. Just kidding. Why is it so hot? I'm being threatened, but it's hot. Is this what they call Stockholm Syndrome? I'm not really sure anymore. His expression here, though, it's giving me lots of imagination. Delulu is the Salulu, exactly. The way he gasped there. This entire scene, by the way, in English was so erotic for some reason. I don't know why. This power feels familiar.
这就是你在找的印记，但它也曾是另一种封印。
What does he mean by that? I'm only 4 chapters in. I still don't know what that means. He's saying that dagger is another form of a seal. What does that mean? Okay. I mean, he still moans here, but still.
风暴的声音，过来。
Okay. Gosh, the scales on him, they look so good. Like, I kind of want to touch them. Respectfully, by the way. I'm just curious, like what it would feel like if I just, you know. Anyway. Okay. He said continue instead of again. Here we go. Okay, also, there's a question mark here, but we all know it's Rafayel. So this is where I start theorizing. There are 2 things for this. 1, this is the deep sea using his voice to talk to us. Or this could be a past Rafayel. Because I've watched all 4 chapters and I changed my stance. This is definitely after God of Tides. This is most definitely after God of Tides. I can tell you now. I still don't know what vengeance he is asking for, though. Oh, look at him. Look at our husband carrying us through the waves.
这片海的命运已被你改写，从此你只能与我相随，再无别的退路。
In Chinese, he actually says there's no turning back. There is no road. There's no other road or path for you to return to go back to. I will know more. Okay, perfect, good. So a few things that came to me is 1, how was she appointed as the bride of the sea god? Which I found the answer to in chapter 4, but I'm just telling you my thought process. And I found it very funny how they all revered her as long as the tome was giving like good prophecies, but once it said something they didn't like, they all just went like, I don't believe you, ah. And yet, even though they say, this is a false god, they still are scared of it for whatever reason. It's so crazy. It's so stupid. Chapter 2, Rafayel is so hot. Let's move forward. He was so fucking hot here. Like, the way he was like using his powers and just doing stuff. The storm's roar filters through the seawater and resonates as whales' distant songs. My body feels impossibly heavy, yet scenes from my dreams gradually come into focus.
海神说的指引不会有错，她就是海神的新娘，是罗京城存续下去的唯一希望。
So here it made it seem like the tome of the sea god decreed that she was the sea god's bride.
她将是罗京城未来的城主，会代表海神守护罗京城，改变被淹没的预言。
Future Castellan, because of the Chinese, they said Changzhu. That means city leader. That's the only reason I understood what Castellan meant. I'm like, oh, okay. Kind of like a town mayor in a way, or but yeah, basically a ruler.
离成人礼还有大半年，贺礼就已经多得堆不下了，大家都发自内心敬仰小城主呢。小城主是海神的新娘，又是由城主亲自教养长大，学识才干都是最出色的，性格也善良可亲。这样好的人，自然值得一切最好的。
I do agree with this. I do believe all wonderful people deserve all the best things in life. Unfortunately, the real world is not like that.
看看这愚蠢的海神信仰都带来了些什么？死亡、灾难，还有罗敬城更快沉没的预言。
Just because it's a prophecy they don't like.
海神根本就不会拯救罗敬城。什么海神的新娘，都是谎言，都是骗人的。和海神一样，是不让罗敬城灭亡。
小城主快跑，不能被他们抓住。
Oh, this really broke my heart. This broke my heart. The way she just died saving her.
听到了吗？外面都是喊着要处死你的人，但你毕竟是唯一能和海神叔对话的人，就这么让你死了，我也于心不忍。
Okay,
不如这样，
sorry, I forgot to
只
mention.
要
In here, he said he didn't say I won't let you suffer a miserable death. He just said "Ngo home yansam," like he doesn't have the heart to let something so useful go to waste. Was basically what he wanted to say. Over here though, I won't let you suffer a miserable death. It sounds like he's trying to show mercy, you know, to make her feel like, oh, I'm on your side. But no, in the original language, it's more like you still have your uses and I won't let that use go to waste. So the feeling was very different in this line. And I was like, ugh.
你乖乖依照我的命令行，我就留你一条性命。
I don't like how he says like "guai guai day." I'm like, he's like just "guai guai day." How do we say that in English? Obediently, but you say "guai guai day" in like in a way how you say it to a child almost, you know, like be good if you're good, that kind of thing. I open my eyes. Brilliant white lightning dispels my chaotic nightmare and illuminates the scene before me. Yeah, like be a good girl, exactly. Yeah. Rainwater flows through the window frames. It makes the carvings and murals gradually reveal the lifelike faces of gods. So there's more than one god here, right?
醒了。
The way he said it is like, you're awake? The sea god looks at me, his beautiful tail having transformed into human legs at an unknown point in time. Yes! Why can't we have this? This is such a different look. Like, no ears, none of that. It's not a moon anymore, you know? The belt ornament, it's like a dragon. Why can't we have this? Where is this info? Where? Give me! He can walk on land?
给你准备了一份礼物。
Okay, where's my gift? He lifts me up and directs my gaze to the steps below. Hawker and his most trusted minister, the tower's guard captain. Those who had bullied and abused me are now on the ground. Bound, they crawl and struggle, their eyes filled with fear and despair.
他们的性命交给你处置。 你是想一个一个来？
Look, the way he's giving us options. He's so hot. His hands covers the back of mine. He guides me to raise my hand, and lightning gathers in my palm. Debris scatters, and the Castellan's crown clatters to the ground. The puddles on the floor bloom crimson.
还是全部一起解决？
Oh, so hot. My palm is quickly held again. Out of nowhere, raging waves rise in the center of the temple and engulf everyone. Okay. Watching them struggle as they suffocate, I feel a sense of satisfaction. She's so real for that, you know? Like, if I were her, I'd be petty AF. Super petty. However, an indescribable emotion wells up. The sea god already has a terrible reputation. Won't this make the people hate you more?
那你收回你的手。
I pause before I hold his hand even tighter. I hear him chuckle as the illusory. How do you say this word? Illusory. I'm sorry, I don't know how to read this word. As the illusory waves shimmer and rippling light, they reflect the cold emptiness in his eyes.
人类所谓的信仰，都是私欲，需要时就顶礼膜拜，没能如愿就叫嚣咒骂。
Yeah, that's true. He said a few idioms here.
我为什么要在意？
He's so cold, I love it. Oh, you struggled too, Tama, thank you. I don't feel so dumb now. I mean, it's not a word we see that often, right? As if he had his fill of watching their death throes, he releases my hand, the water vanishes.
既然说我背弃了这个世界，我自然要让他们见识到真正的灭亡。这才只是开始，你千万不要太快心软。
Well, MC is a very kind-hearted soul. You're overthinking it. I would never. The dying Castellan struggles to prop himself up. His gaze burns with a fury that could shoot flames.
你，要不是我，你早就被送上绞架。
Whose fault is
竟
that?
敢恩将仇报！
How dare he says such shit? I mean, whose fault was it that she was about to die? So the lamb penned for slaughter is obligated to thank the butcher. You're insane. I pick up a sword from the ground and hurl it at him. The blade stabs his shoulder blade. Yes, girl boss, let's go.
别忘了，你的性命还在我手里。
Excuse me.
我死了，咒法也会让你痛不欲生的死去。
Oh, wait. Okay. It's a good thing I'm reading this again. That's what that pattern. Okay, sorry. I won't spoil it for everyone who hasn't read chapter 4 yet. I just realized what it is. Okay, sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. Then we'll die together. Does it look like I'm scared? A swift death is better than living as a caged bird forever.
咒罚？
Wait, I'm sorry. Give me a minute.
咒罚？
Look away, everyone. The sea god lifts my chin and strokes my cheek. Oh, damn. Tentacle-like bluish-green runes slowly appear.
你是指这些画的毫无美感的图案吗？
He curls his fingertips. His movements are gentle, yet the runes are being torn away from my cheeks. It hurts.
别乱动。
Indeed,
很
it's an
古老的
ancient
咒法，
curse, but it's far too weak to control my
但
pride.
想用来摆布我的新娘，可远远不够。
He's so
眼
soft
睛
there.
闭上。
Okay, closing my eyes. Is everyone closing their eyes? Except me, I need to read it. I hear an eerie sound as something is destroyed with the pain.
拙劣的伎俩。
When I open my eyes again, wisps of murky mist still linger in the air. Nearby, the Castellan is suspended in mid-air. A water tendril tightens around his throat.
这不是人类能操控的皱纹，它是从河而来。自己说。
你凭什么能审判我？
That curse did not belong to any Lemurian magics. It's something else. So this is telling me there's a different force that is around that we don't know of yet. I don't know. Yeah.
不说，那你以后也不必开口了。
Oh damn. Damn.
你不是神吗？为什么你毁了一切？利莫里亚，经络城，现在还要毁了这里。
So this is telling us Lemuria has been destroyed, including their magnificent Whale Falls city. When I watched the trailer, I was wondering where are the Lemurians? And I don't get it. So Lemuria is gone. And for some reason, humans are worshipping a sea god for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Lemuria? Didn't the legends say the sea god lived there? Exactly. In the sky, golden lightning freezes. Dark-colored waves surge. When the waters recede, the Castellan and the others have vanished into... blah, blah. Where have you taken them?
一个更适合他们的地方。
Why don't you just kill Hawkern? A blood-stained crown flies into his hand.
你在他的笼子里被关了多少年？
It's been a long time. I don't remember.
如果这么久的仇恨，用他一瞬间的死亡就能抵消，我可以现在就让你如愿。
You wouldn't offer me a gift without a reason. What is it that you want? Tell me.
你不是我的新娘吗？
I am. Happily. He touches the pearls in my hair before he lowers his gaze.
帮自己的新娘清理掉一些不干净的东西，只能算是分内的事。
Unsavory. Unsavory. Unsavory is like distasteful, right? Because in Chinese he said 唔乾淨嘅東西. That means unclean things. Would the word unclean things be synonymous? The same word for unsavory? Is it? I don't know. Oh, it is? Okay, good. Thank you. I was just wondering. As I debate whether I should confront him or try to extract information more subtly, a thunderous crash resounds outside the window. The storm has destroyed a distant embankment. Seawater rushes in like a roaring beast as it flows directly into the city. What is happening? This is only the second night. Romirro shouldn't be sinking now. I'm watching it in simplified Chinese. The Tome of the Sea God has been returned to the temple. I run there, and I'm shocked that the words of the prophecy are emitting a faint glow.
这是早已注定的未来。第二个还是第三个月食之夜，又有什么区别？你也早就知道会有这一天，为何要惊慌？
This place is my... Ooh, okay. So last time I chose this place as my sanctuary. Should I say I don't want to die? I'll just say I don't want to die. I've only just completed my escape. I have yet to taste the day of freedom. I don't want to die like this. If I perish along with Romirro, you'll be... Wait, what? You'll be the sea god with the shortest marriage in history. Wait, what? She clocked him, yeah. Oh.
你是我的新娘。
Oh god.
我自然舍不得你这么快丧命，但我才苏醒不久，力量还没完全恢复，实在有心无力。
Oh, I'm sorry. That was too funny.
不如你说说你有什么未了的心愿，我尽量帮你实现。
Why, thank you. How gracious of you. What if you regained your powers?
手给我。
Okay. A cold glint flashes as he cuts both our palms. He intertwines his fingers with mine, and our blood mixes. It drips onto the Tome of the Sea God. They did this in the branch story as well, didn't they? Golden light rises from the Tome of the Sea God like threads of silk. They unfurl in mid-air and weave together to form poetic words. Lemurians who seeketh absolute power, combat the treacherous tides, dive into the deep for pearls, find a true love. This is another thing. I need to change the language to Chinese. I find it weird how they say Lemurians who seeketh absolute power. They make it sound like any Lemurian can do it. Or am I wrong? That's why I had a theory that The only reason Rafayel could be reborn in fire again and again is because of the heart MC gave him, or the heart that he took from her, whichever. Because there's definitely a timeline where he took it from her, and there's definitely a timeline where she gave it to him. I feel like that might be it. Because this is telling me that before Rafayel, there were other sea gods that were not Rafayel. I don't know. Yeah, other sea gods. But I know on Twitter there are people who are so mad that that could be a possibility. I'm not saying that Rafayel is not the sea god. He is, by all means. He is definitely the sea god. I'm just thinking that I feel like the deep sea chose him, and he has to carry on the deep sea in him. And once he achieves that power of the sea god, he is more influenced by the deep sea than himself. That kind of thing, almost. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, I'll know later. Okay, all right, good. All right, then that's good. I'm really hoping they would answer this question. There were hidden prophecies in the tome. It makes sense now. Despite the fact I've conversed with the tome of the sea god many times, I could only decipher fragments and incomplete phrases. Which means the whole submerged thing could also be incomplete. Like, there has to be a reason that they're going to be submerged and destroyed, right? Or maybe they read it wrong. I don't know. Yeah, what's more shocking is the meaning contained in these words. I struggle to grasp the most crucial line. To find the true love. That means the sea god appears more composed as he raises his hand to brush away the text and heal the wound on my hand. He's so aloof. I love it. It's so hot.
你不是很清楚答案吗？海神的新娘。
The way he just calls her, 海神嘅新娘. You knew you needed me to restore your power. That's why you gave me those gifts.
你比我知道的人类要聪明一点。
Oh, thanks. Now that I understand his intentions, I feel oddly relieved. According to the tome, you'll regain your power and stop the sea from swallowing Romirro if we fall in love?
目前来看，你想活下去，就只有这个办法。
But falling in love doesn't happen instantly. All the while, the threat of this land sinking below the waves looms over us, right? How do you fall in love in this situation? But then when you look at him, I think I can accomplish that in 2 seconds. You know what? I'm gonna kiss him. Because that's what I would do. Mustering up some courage, I wrap my hands around his neck and kiss him without any hesitation. Girl! The way I would go further! A god's lips are warm. Before he can recover from his surprise, I quickly pull away. Well, has your power been restored? Even just partly? He grabs my arm, pulls me close, and bends down to return my kiss.
这种小动作，可远远算不上什么爱。
Wait, he wants more. He said this small action. 呢個小動作. Basically, he's saying this kiss is nothing. He needs more. It's still better than sitting and waiting for death.
我在这里，死神想来也来不了。记得你是怎么唤醒我的吗？
The seminal staff and the sea's ritualis him? He places the staff in my hands. I'm not sure when or how he got it.
那样能暂时唤醒我的一些力量，但要想阻止这场风暴，还需要再加一样。
So he's helping her stop the storm. Okay. He turns over my hand as he traces letters on my palm. I can't help but open my mouth. Rafayel?
记住了，这是我的名字。
Don't worry. We all know this name.
用你最虔诚的声音在心里念出来，然后为我再唱一遍祭海歌。
Oh, I can totally do that. They include a lot of fan service in this movie. Yeah, they really do. The Secret Times action is what he's after. No, Tyr, no, not the Secret Times. Not the Secret Times. That was wild. That was a wild experience. I'm so glad I got to do that live. Seriously. He suddenly dives into the storm, and his legs transform into a brilliant fishtail as he soars above the terrifying waves. The Summoneo staff emits a light to accompany my song. I sing with all my strength and stare at his figure. I would too. She's so real for that, staring at him. He glides along the top of the waves. Lightning from the tip of his tidebreaker trident strikes the heavy storm clouds. Streams of golden light swirls across the sea surface. The rain stops and winds cease as the subdued tides transform into millions of transparent fish. That is such a vision. Like, imagine it. Like, you imagine the waves crashing, but before it hits anything, it disperses into flying transparent fish. That is so cool. They stir up sand and gravel as they slowly retreat to the deep sea. At the base of the damaged statue, people kneel in the muddy waters, yet they see the sun rising behind the sea god. I almost said sun god. The sea god. Oh gosh. He turns around, his gaze passes through the lingering mist and lands on me. You don't blush easily at all. Rafayel's secret times change that. Dang! Oh gosh, we're only in chapter 2. I'm so sorry. How long has it been now? Whoa, yetko bunjong. Almost 2 hours. Oh shoot, sorry. I almost hit my mic. 𝙑𝙗𝙪 and his henchmen are imprisoned in a water cage that's under the waterfall. They receive my thorough care. I know that Rafayel didn't spare 𝙑𝙗𝙪 just to let me have my revenge. For him, 𝙑𝙗𝙪 must have some value. I tried to ask him about it, but Rafayel wouldn't give me an answer. I have an inkling as to why, but I'll talk about it after chapter 4. As the heir to the previous Castellan, I become the new ruler of Romirro. Unexpectedly, some rumors began to spread throughout the city. The sea god's bride awakened him. Now he carries out her orders without question. If she can command the sea god to calm the storm during the eclipse, then surely she can command him to drown Romirro. She put 12 venomous sea snakes in that water prison. They drink the former Castellan's blood every day, and the water below 𝙬𝙬𝙗𝙪 waterfall is now a bright red. I pay no attention to their gossip. After all, I have no interest in ruling a city that once abandoned me. What matters is that I must fall in love with Rafayel. MC! Look, let's switch places. I'd be able to do that in 2 minutes. Actually, you know what? I would have been able to do that yesterday before I met him. So let's switch places. Let me make it easy for you. I mean, how is it a difficult job? Look at him. It's so easy. Oh God.
殿下，关于修葺港口的事宜
Deal with it yourself.
殿下，城里打算重新立几座海神大人的塑像。
Gosh, they have so much time, huh? You don't need to ask for my permission. After shutting out those annoying voices, I searched the temple for any sign of Rafayel. Annoying voices. This place has become the sea god's residence. To fall in love with him sooner, I spend most of my time here. The problem is, he's always somewhere else. How am I supposed to fall in love with him? The way they sometimes describe the emotions is so well done. Yeah, absolutely. That's why it's so easy to try and imagine it. What is this?
鳞片，这么快就不认得了？
The scale I held in my hand had transformed into a blue seashell. It now hangs from a delicate, silvery white chain. Oh, it's that necklace? Is this a token of affection?
至少不是表达厌恶的意思。
The necklace is put around my neck, and the seashell is like a crystalline mark over my heart.
收好了，这是我心上的一部分。有它在，我会随时知道你在哪里。
Sorry, I pressed that too fast. He can track my every move, but I have no idea what he's up to. It's not exactly fair. In the center of the temple, several springs converge into a deep, mysterious pool. The waters churn, and the currents with this white sea foam are connected to the deep sea. Around the pool stand 12 broken statues, their damaged torso holding candle holders of solidified whale oil. Their heads are solemnly lowered toward me. You took the time to build a pool. I've learned something, however. He likes to soak in the water. Bored, I picked up a few silver leaves from a nearby box and skipped them. They bounce across the water. I'm not sure what silver leaves are, though. I don't know if the citizenry is trying to curry favor with Rafayel and me, but people have sent numerous gifts while keeping their distance. There is no response under the water. I'm about to give up when I catch a glimpse of an unusual light flashing below the surface. Curiosity compels me to dive into the water to get a closer look. Okay.
不打招呼就擅闯我的卧房，是不是不太礼貌？
Rafayel floats to the surface, his long hair spreading out along the water's surface. I can barely see his tail. It's like a streak of cold yet beautiful multicolored sunlight you'd see during a sunset or sunrise or sunset. I supervised the renovation of this temple when I was 15. If anything, this place should be mine.
确实如此。那我就不该拦着你了。
He tries to drag me into the water, and the churning currents instantly transform into ferocious beasts. The way his... Oh, sorry. I use his momentum to grab his arm and quickly wrap my arms around his neck before the water can engulf me. Let's go, MC! Let's go! It's cold.
你明明可以躲开。
I was afraid you'd vanish again when I wasn't looking. How are we supposed to learn more about each other and fall in love if you're not here?
那你现在像只八爪鱼一样贴在我身上，也是为了爱上我？
Cuddling can be used to gain affection, but there's also another reason. A cold water droplet slides across the tip of my nose. I sneeze multiple times.
你怎么这么说？
The water in your bedchamber is too cold. Why is it freezing?
这有什么奇怪的？只有你们人类有给自己焯水的习惯。
It's called taking a hot bath. Achoo! Is he gonna boil the water? The current carries us to the shore. Raphael's tail transforms into a pair of legs as he steps onto stone tiles inlaid with seashells.
一边说不想死，一边又往冷水里跳。你求生的意愿似乎不是很高。
You say you need to fall in love with me, and yet you're nowhere to be found. Do you actually want to get your powers back?
我从来不相信，爱这种虚无缥缈的情感能有什么作用。
He sets me down as a ball of flame rises from his palm. I flinch and pull away, but he places it in my hand. It's not burning me, and it's warm.
不躲了。现在我只是为了复苏力量，才不得不依照海参术的招式。你再怎么接近我，我也不会真的爱上你。
Don't worry, I'm just trying to survive. Don't misunderstand and think I actually have feelings for you. It's all a lie, MC. Don't say that! I play with the ball of fire in my hands and toss it around. The dancing flames cast a softness across Raphael's face that doesn't suit him. He sits beside me on the stone steps and carefully examines the ornate boxes. These are gifts from the citizenry. They want to thank you for saving them from the storm that night.
这些不是礼物，不过是为了自保表达的屈从。先前深恶痛绝，如今讨好献媚。信仰一向是如此虚伪的东西。
You don't seem to be furious, though.
你拿这些银叶子打水漂，玩得挺开心。我为什么要生气？
But what are silver leaves? They belong to you. Keep what you like and throw away the gifts you dislike.
全是虚情假意的东西，我没兴趣。
My stupid finger! Well, I have something that should interest you. I walked to the tome and retrieved the seminal staff that was hiding behind it. It used to be yours, yes? Now it's yours again.
它的主人是你。
Its owner is you. He gestures for me to look at the ruby on the staff. There's a strange distinctive mark on it.
是利莫里埃语中你的名字。它原先确实属于我，但看样子我已经将它送给你，那就是你的东西了。
Yeah, here. So this shows Raphael doesn't remember the past times. This part, if I say, I don't remember that, I don't remember that.
好巧，我也不记得。
He doesn't remember his past being as the sea god.
可能是在我沉睡之前，也可能是在更久远的从前。反正，并不是什么重要的记忆。
The staff feels heavy. I place it next to the tome of the sea god. Why would you give me a precious staff?
不知道，可能是因为喜欢你。
Huh? Maybe my expression was too incredulous because he starts laughing.
你不是希望我们相爱吗？我喜欢过你，你怎么反而不太高兴？
I mean, I wish you both remembered, but you know what? It's okay. I still love both of you. I just can't imagine you genuinely falling in love with a human. But if we truly had feelings for each other in the past, then falling in love again might not be so difficult. The way MC just accept that so easily. What should I fall in love with, though? If I only admire his appearance, then we'd have an then we'd have an unstable foundation. So you see, MC is very, very honest in admitting that he is absolutely gorgeous.
你好像在想一些不是很礼貌的事情。
I was thinking about the god I'm supposed to fall in love with. I'm wondering what his character is. For example, I'd like to learn about his likes, his dislikes, his strengths, his flaws.
如果知道了那些卑劣与缺陷，还会爱上吗？
Despicable aspects and flaws. The way he sees himself is so negative. I don't know why. They say that if someone can accept even your most awful aspects, then it's true love. It touches the soul.
盲目而愚蠢的冲动。
For the sake of survival, I'm willing to sacrifice some rationality. She's so real.
你想知道我是个什么样的神，并不难。
He moves closer and lifts the seashell hanging around my neck.
下次满月的时候，他会带你看到你想要的答案。
Oh, what does that mean? What do you mean? Raphael sinks into the pool, which causes water to be splashed everywhere. He waves at me unhurriedly before vanishing into the blink of an eye. Jeez. Ash, no, don't come closer, please. Are you sure? Your face seems to want otherwise. Night fog blankets the wilderness. Grayish-white blades of grass rise past my ankles. What's going on again? I forgot what this is. Short trees are scattered about, and their gnarled branches stretch in my direction. Oh, I remember now. The necklace's seashell emits a soft glow. It guides me out of the city and into a dense forest at the foot of Mount Onyuna. What's that sound? I quicken my pace. Exceptionally bright moonlight filters through the trees and illuminates ruins covered in gray-green moss. Raphael stands in the center of the area. Water flows from his hands to lift broken stones. They're pieced together in mid-air. I continue to tiptoe, and then... She has a habit of wanting to scare people, doesn't she? Ha! His face.
早就听到你的呼吸声了，你想吓唬谁？
You brought me here in the middle of the night just so I could watch you build a house? I recognize these as the oldest ruins on the island, but no one knows their origin.
是啊。过来点儿，你挡住他了。
Still uncertain, I move to the side. More stone bricks float upward and assemble themselves into a wall covered with fragmented inscriptions.
他的鲜血涌成汪洋，鳞片化为星斗。他的骨头化作背负日轮的巨鲸，凝成丈量时间的月泵，再架起通往幽冥的珊瑚桥。
That's the creation myth for how the sea god founded Lemuria. Are these ruins connected to the sea god?
这里是歌岛的一部分。
I furrow my brow. How strange. The name sounds familiar, but I can't remember anything about it. And I'm deep in thought. More stones rise with the flowing water. They connect the broken walls and ruins to gradually form a shrine. The full moon hangs above like a bright pearl set in the center of an accessory. It illuminates fragments of the temple's former glory.
它保存着利莫里亚，还有历代海神的重要事迹。你想知道的海神，就在这里。
He keeps talking about himself in second person for some reason, or in third person. These are the stories about the sea god, but they're not the story of Raphael.
没什么不同。终有一日，我会成为这上面所写的海神，忘记其余这个名字。
Oh. He tilts his head back as if he's using somewhat real, yet illusory fragments to search the pieces of his memories. That doesn't sound like a good thing.
但你也希望我恢复力量，成为真正的海神。
Do you see what I mean when he says this, right? One day I will become another sea god who's depicted here. The name Raphael shall be forgotten. It's almost sounding like he loses himself, but I guess because he doesn't remember anymore. But I feel like this feels something even deeper. and I think it has something to do with him getting the sea god's powers. But anyway, you're not wrong. The flowing water gradually disperses and the shrine crumbles apart once more. It has returned to being ruins. So he just put all that back together so he could read the inscriptions.
至少要找到那个将我封印在海底的人。
I want to know who that is too. Do you remember who it was?
我会想起来的。
Empathetic, I nod. I know what it feels like to lose your freedom. You were sealed away for so long. You must really hate that person.
憎恨，那个人还不值得，不值得我憎恨，但也不可能放过。
He glances at the moon before walking into the dense forest. I hurriedly catch up to him. There's one thing I still don't understand. You forgot who sealed you away. How do you know that I can break your seal?
你是海神的新娘，我自然只会选择你。
That's what he meant in the trailer.
何况我被封印时，唯一能感知到的人，也只有你一个。
That would make sense, yes. As he says this, a cryptic smile suddenly appears on his face.
结果第一次听到你的声音时，
Oh, I remember
你
this
就
part.
在说我的坏话。
This part was so cute. Huh?
你说海神书是惹祸的糟粕之书，找不到海神，就只说海神新娘的下落，把你抓来受罪。说我丢下新娘不管，自己作威作福，算什么海神？还不如一只海参。
The reason why she said sea cucumber, because it's the sound is very similar to sea god. But I don't know if she said sea cucumber. One second, let me check. It's actually very similar. Oh yeah. 𝙗𝙗, alright, yeah. 𝙗𝙗 and 𝙗𝙗, they sound very similar. It's literally just the last word, the tone is different. That's why they said sea cucumber. So she's just trying to make a pun. Instead of a 𝙗𝙗, you're a 𝙗𝙗. It's hilarious. You didn't realize because you listened to it in English? Now you realize it. It's hilarious.
还有
Yes? And then she stops him. I would do the same, honestly. You're making up nonsense. I've never insulted you. I argue while frantically trying to think. However, I have insulted him a few times.
后来我听出来了，你自言自语或者说我坏话时，就意味着你那几天精神还不错。
Not so sweet.
要是你有哪几天很安静，大概的遭遇我也能猜到。
Aww. The way Rafayel was with her in those times, you know? You know what? It's very easy to fall in love with him, MC. He was with you throughout those times. Like, if I were her, I'd feel less alone, you know? The difference between a god and a cucumber is a tone. I mean, it's written very differently, to be fair, but the word tone is, yes, one tone difference. You really like watching people in secret, huh? Stalker! We love it!
答错了，我看得见的人只有你。
He only watches us. He loves us. Chat. He loves. He only loves us. He only stalks us. It's true love. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. It's not exactly stalking. I'm just joking. Please don't take it seriously. We had wandered to the shore without realizing it. Moonlight cast a shimmering glow across the sea's surface. Blurry, distant stars sparkle where the ocean meets the sky. Okay. His hair is really throwing me off, though.
怎么了？
It's to stop you from jumping into the water and vanishing again.
只是这么抓着我的手，可拦不住我。
Oh, he needs more. If you keep disappearing, it'll be hard for me to fall in love with you. You should at least tell me what you're doing and where you're going.
那这次，你要不要跟我一起走？
Huh? He raises his hand and the moonlight condenses into a strand of silver thread at his fingertips. Then it descends onto the sea's surface. Every stream immediately becomes visible in the water's reflection. They follow the moonlight, coil around his cupped hand, and dance.
正好，现在是个机会。
The way he did that summoning ritual is so cool. He releases the strand of moonlight and makes a gesture where his hands that resembles a flying bird. He whistles and the sound lingers. Then an enormous white skeleton rises from the sea. This made that sticker that you can buy in the shop. It helped with the visuals. It reminds me of a fish with large fins. The creature swiftly cuts through the sea mist and appears before me.
干嘛？
Don't underestimate me. But as soon as I step forward, I find myself at a loss. I'm unsure of how to approach the skeletal creature. Remember, guys, the Lulu is the Salulu. I think Ada said it. or was it Duckling? Who said the Lulu was the Salulu? I feel a sense of weightlessness as Rafayel places me directly on the creature's back. His legs then transform into a tail, and he swims into the ocean.
坐稳，要是掉进海里，我可不会再救你一次了。
Show me, please. It's a whale, but they say a shark? Really? Wait, let me hear again. My shark is hungry. Oh, Abyss Walker shark. But this is different. So there is a creature, if you remember the Nightly Rendezvous card, where they saw the remains of a very ancient animal. It had the body of a whale, but it looked like it also had membranes of wings. And we think it's a flying whale. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that Rafayel can summon all sorts of creatures. I just did not think he could summon a dead one. Rafayel swims through the inky black water. Silvery light breaks into pearls that flow along his tail. Close behind is the skeletal creature that's carrying me. Also, I forgot to mention, throughout the chapters so far, all 4 chapters, they describe the sea as a black sea. So the reason why Lemuria is already dead, it might have been because of that black sea? That's why there's no life in it? So basically, this ocean already is a lifeless ocean, kind of thing. Rafayel swims through the inky black water. Silvery light breaks into pearls that flow along his tail. Close behind is the skeletal creature that's carrying me. Oh, what's wrong? Why isn't it not moving? No, don't be like this. Oh, okay. Is this your friend, Rafayel?
明明只剩一副骨架，看到我时却想扑上来吃了我。这算是朋友吗？
Yes, soon. Hi. I'd say it's more of a hungry friend. As if it understood what I said, it suddenly whips its tail in an attempt to throw me off. I quickly grab onto what was once its dorsal fin.
幻海鲨的脾气可不好，我劝你不要招惹它，当心它把你啃成几块小骨头。它的族群可能已经随着利莫里亚一起灭亡了，不知道它是从哪冒出来的。
Yet he easily summoned it so quickly. Could it actually be your friend? From before you went to sleep, I mean. The Fantasia shark raises its head and makes an almost inaudible sound. Then, it quietly swims closer to Rafayel. Oh yeah, they say Fantasia shark. Interesting.
或许是吧。从前在京洛城，我见过它的影子。
According to the legends, it was the most magnificent and beautiful place in all of Lemuria. Sorrow and suffering don't exist there.
你们人类的传说，总喜欢夸大其词。我已经忘记京洛城的模样。唯有海神力量复苏，才能唤醒所有沉睡的利莫里亚人。那时，京洛城才会重现世间。
It almost feels like Rafayel is on autopilot, you know what I mean? He wakes up, he remembers nothing, yet he only knows his duty as the sea god, or at least his duty to reclaim his authority as the sea god. All he does is follow what the tome tells him to. But here's the thing, Rafayel can change the prophecies on the tome. Like, he's done it before in Abyss Walker's myth. But then who made that tome? Like, where'd it come from, is what I want to know. It's weird that it seems like it almost has a leash on the sea gods, you know? I don't think Astra would be it. Astra is primarily for Zane's myth. Rafayel should be something separate. I don't think Astra is something that is in control of all things. But here's the thing, you guys think Astra because you know Astra is a godly entity, but almost primordial in a sense, you know, because it's like fate and controls fate. I feel like the deep sea is another primordial thing that the sea gods have to possess in order to be the sea god, that kind of thing. That's why I said he was some kind of vessel. But I understand on Twitter, a lot of people were very mad at the word vessel. Like, vessel just means that he is a container of something, and he contains the deep sea's power. He needs it to become the sea god. Like, so far, this is what this myth is telling me. But again, it's just a theory. It's still just a theory. I just don't understand why people are so mad at theories. That's good. You have a homeland worth longing for.
你的意思是，你的故乡不值得你惦念？
After what they did to her? It abandoned me first. Not wanting to continue this conversation, I pretend to admire the Fantasia shark. After a moment, an idea appears in my mind. Rafayel, come here. I want to give you a gift. This was so sweet. I love this part. But just so you're aware, I haven't done this in a long time. It might not work.
那我是不是先别有什么期待比较好？
He's so sassy, I love it. Despite saying that, he raises his hand and uses the rising waves to sit down beside me. Like the Chinese and the Japanese, they managed to make the sass sound so authoritative, you know? Like not in a whiny way, but so authoritative, and it's so freaking hot. So hot. I take a deep breath, concentrate on the palm of my hand, and then gently place it on the Fantasia shark's head. I was so happy to see that she could still do resonate here. In the darkness, a faint power slowly awakens. It cautiously moves towards me, bit by bit. I relax my breathing and try to become part of that power. I capture every subtle change. I can sense it. A gentle radiance spreads out from the Fantasia shark. Layers of blue tint the seawater and faintly reveal the silhouette of a city. While distinct, its beautiful and magnificent form is still available. Imagine, he's never seen it. He knows of it, but he's never experienced or see it. At least not this version of him. It's so hard to... I don't know the feeling. Like, I'm happy and sad at the same time. I thought this Fantasia shark missed Whalefall City too, so I tried to resonate with it. Did that bring back any memories? Rafayel doesn't say a word until the water turns black once more. I'm forced to break this strange silence. I didn't expect it to work. I haven't resonated in a long time, and I only use it to help others find lost crabs and turtles.
多谢。
No. What?
你帮我看到了经络城，我在感谢你。
You're welcome. The moon has disappeared as sea fog descends with the heavy clouds. They engulf our surroundings. As the fog grows thicker, my doubts continue to take root in the depths of my heart. You still haven't told me where we're going, Rafayel.
等这一场雾散去，我们就到了。
But just as I'm about to press for more details, I suddenly feel like my mind is being enshrouded by fog. My consciousness becomes heavy. Something's wrong with this fog.
没什么不对劲的，你只需要闭上眼，抓紧时间睡一觉。
This is the part that confused me. I'm still not sure what that fog is. Happy and sad, that's me playing this game.
睡够了。
Yeah, MC was so sweet to do that, Christine. Very sweet. Anyway, why did she fall asleep? I don't understand. He did not put that fog on her, right? I really don't know. How long was I asleep? Wait, where am I? The surrounding seawater surges violently. It rushes with the force of 1,000 avalanches toward a massive oceanic abyss. It's like a crack between heaven and earth. It seems as if the entire ocean is about to collapse. The thunderous roar is so deafening that it makes my ears hurt, and a sense of foreboding washes over me. Rafayel, please don't tell me we're going there.
你不是急着让我恢复力量吗？这就是海神书所说的，去与海面上滔天的巨浪搏斗。
This one was more literal, I think. Now I understand what he meant when he said opportunity. Is it too late for me to change my mind?
你说呢？
I guess not. I sigh. I resign myself to my fate as I hold him tightly. Yes, take this opportunity. Close my eyes and allow him to take me into the bottomless oceanic abyss. As my dizziness subsides, I can still hear the massive waves crashing above us. Everything around me is still enshrouded in darkness. My survival instincts make me grip Rafayel's shoulder tightly. Is it over?
想多了，这才刚开始。
You're thinking too much, damn. Oh shit. 1 second. I like how he said that. Let's give it a minute. He holds me close as we continue swimming toward greater depths. After what feels like an eternity, our feet finally touch a flat seabed. Here we go. And see, this is why I am so stuck to my theory, because of this. But I could be wrong. Like, am I understanding this differently? Dark blue flames ignite one after another in the distance. They move in our direction and reveal an ancient, magnificent plaza. In the center stands a stone gate with multiple heavy chains. Each one extends to a tall stone statue that anchors it in place. The Lemurians have a lot of ruins.
这里是海神冢，
Sea God's tomb! Did they have that
底下的每
before?
一尊石像，都代表一位已经陨灭的海神。
See, so then he said so. Each stone statue represents a sea god who has perished. That would mean different versions of Raphael, right? I hope you didn't bring me here just so we could be buried together. It's so morbid.
放心，离那一天至少还有好几个万年。
He shoots lightning from his fingertip, and it hits one of the guardian statues. Rude. But I notice a pattern here. Raphael keeps talking about how he wants to make sure MC stays alive. He wants to make sure she's alive. And yet we all saw that trailer. We all know how it's going to end. Like...
别装了，你听得到我的声音。
He's so rude. I love it.
年轻的海神，我已向你言明。
I have already told you. He said this before.
你灵魂上的契约印记不曾完整，不可进入海神冢，重铸断潮脊。
They said in 𝙬𝙗𝙧 that he is the last one, but considering how things are going, I feel like this is after the 𝙬𝙗𝙧 Raphael, her bond with
我
him,
已将
right?
那个印记的主人带到这里。
Even when I'm pushed forward, I'm still trying to figure out what this bond mark is.
我与他一起，所谓的印记，是不是就完整了？
确实，
The statue slowly turns toward me.
海神苏醒，须得闯过33层海
33
神冢，
levels, holy shit.
将断潮脊寄于最深处的神坛，历练完成，海神之力复苏。
Combining Raphael's words with the statues, I realize what's happening. There are statues representing past sea gods in each level of the tomb. 33 sea gods. 33 incarnations. Does that mean we need to defeat all of them? Then you'll be able to complete the trial and regain your powers?
害怕吗？
Very. Very. Damn, MC. See? I want to say very scared, but MC has a mind of her own. A little and no. So to make it even remotely relatable to how I'm feeling, I'm gonna say a little. A little. Even if they're just statues, they're still sea gods. I'm afraid I won't even make it past the first level.
又不是让你一个人去，我在这里，没什么好怕的。
Okay.
一切交给我，你只要做到一件事就够。
And what's that? Hold on to you? I can do that. I'm pretty good at that. Which is?
不要死。
不要死. You hear that, chat? That's the master plan. Don't die. Hold on to your life, girls. Don't die! What a difficult, detailed plan! Oh, jeez. Man, this plan is so difficult. I don't know how to... The Tidebreaker Trident materializes in Rafayel's hand as he walks to the stone gate. I take a deep breath and summon a silver sword. Thank you guys. I see you all are in on this plan now.
开始吧。
The way he says it so nonchalantly. Have you tried not being sick, American healthcare system? That is foul! That is so foul! People die when they are killed, MC. Exactly. It's giving that energy. That's hilarious. The stone statues slowly pull away the heavy chains. Layer upon layer of seals are released one after another, and the seabed begins to shake violently.
通过历练的关键，不是打败所有石像。
He is so smart for this, though. Huh? He suddenly pulls me close. Oh, yes, please. Lowers his voice, and enigmatic mirth flickers in the depths of his gaze.
是，地大神坛。
I like how he immediately knew what the major plan was. He was so locked in. He knows it's not about defeating the statues, it's about reaching the tower. It's so smart. As soon as a gap appears in the stone gate, Rafayel swings his trident and creates a maelstrom. It sweeps us up and propels us through the entrance. Lightning flashes and sparks fly as he shoots into the first level like an arrow released from a bow. Meanwhile, a sea god statue is slowly emerging from an enormous stone niche. So he just went past it while the statue was coming out.
年轻的海神
This poor sea god! Lightning strikes and catches the statue off guard. It's knocked back into the stone niche. He's playing whack-a-mole! He's playing whack-a-mole with the sea god statue! Oh, jeez. Oh, it's hilarious. Rafayel doesn't linger. He rides the current into the second level and unleashes another lightning bolt without any hesitation. Chaos surrounds us as an unprecedented scorching heat radiates from Rafayel's body, yet his gaze remains exceptionally sharp and composed. The stone statues are either knocked back before they can fully emerge or slow in their hopeless pursuit of us. Duck! I swing my sword to cut down several coral arrows flying toward us, only... Blah, okay. That was too fast. Imagine Raph with a beard. Oh, you know what? I draw that. I draw that. He'd still be super hot. I'm sorry.
结束了。
That was so fast. And he's just like, done. Look, the way he's like fiddling with his arm, like, that was nothing. Yeah. What did we do again? Did I break a nail? Okay, I guess we're done. Oh gosh.
怎么回事啊？这位新海神怎么这么不守规矩？
唔守規矩。
不错，年轻神就要有年轻神的气象。
这怎么行？以后得加条新规矩，不能这么耍赖，不然我的老石头要散架了。
Oh my god, all these sea gods are so funny.
怎么就结束了？好不容易有新海神来能活动筋骨，我都还没隆重出场。
They sound like old men who finally get to like have an entrance, but then they can't do anything. They're all so adorable, like they're all lovable. The surrounding clamor fades. Hazy threads of light gradually wrap themselves. Everything's so freaking fast, honestly.
抵达此处的神明，深海将收集你的灵性。
And then who's this? How does the altar speak?
吾将灼洗你的身躯，淬炼你的剑脊，归还你遗失的记忆。
So then, does that mean he remembers everything then? Accompanied by mysterious chanting, a warm power surrounds me. Something reminiscent of flowing sand surges before my eyes as a familiar voice resounds in my ears. So Rafayel remembers everything then. At first I was like, oh, he
在
doesn't
利莫
remember.
里亚，契约就是最永恒的承诺与誓言。
Do you hear that? This is the Rafayel I know. Do you hear that? He sounds so different. Okay, let's compare. Let's compare, okay? Listen to Rafayel now.
通过历练的关键，不是打败所有石像。
I let you listen to that again.
通过历练的关键，不是打败所有石像。
Yep. And then listen to him before.
在利莫里亚，契约就是最永恒的承诺与誓言。
You can tell the difference. How this Rafayel was really warm because he's talking to someone he's in love with. He's so in love with her, this Rafayel. But the Rafayel right now is so empty and cold.
通过历练的关键，不是打败所有石像。
This is so good. This is crazy. And then here we go.
当你献上灵魂深处的信仰，我的灵魂将烙上你的印记，从此无法违背你的心意。而契约一旦结成，就永远都不会消失。所以，无论你在哪里，变成什么样子，我都能找到你，认出你。
Oh God. Oh, I miss him. I don't know why this is making me so sad. I miss him. And then it just makes me want to hug the current Rafayel right now. I just want to give him a big hug right now. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. 1 second. What's wrong with me? I already read this part. Sorry. I already read this part, okay? It's such a weird feeling. I don't, this is something, only this game is able to do this to me. So honestly, I don't know how I am missing a character that I am literally seeing right now. You know what I mean? And that's something this actor really managed to do. It's incredible. Okay. All right. It's Rafayel's voice. Unconsciously, I reach out my hand and touch a face that is familiar, yet somehow not. His eyes still shine with the beauty of dawn's glow. However, his smile is more carefree. No, I break. Okay, is more carefree and unrestrained and as bright as the clearest seawater. And then here he is now. I just want to give him a big hug. But in the next moment, the warmth in his eyes gradually fades as his body sinks back into the black seawater. Only the mark below his collarbone faintly glows. The Lemurian covenant I promised you.
你许诺了什么？
I offer you my heart. I'm willing to give you my heart. Oh, she's saying the same words. My sincerest form of worship. I'm willing to have your very being etched, engraved into my soul. In a trance-like state, I hear myself say unfamiliar vows, yet every word seems to come from the depths of my heart. I like how, you know how these words that MC says, they're all triggered by the player. Because you as the player remember the MC that gave those vows in God of Tides. It's like you are pouring that memory from that time into the MC right now. It's a really nice touch. I really like how they did that.
我将我的心给了你。
He takes my hand and places it against the glowing mark. Everything is clear to me. Before you fell into a deep slumber, we had formed a Lemurian covenant. That's why I'm the bride of the sea god. Yeah, so it wasn't the tome of the sea god that chose her. Rafayel chose her way back already. Those threads of light gradually melt away. The seawater is cold again, and the atmosphere is somewhat awkward.
利莫里亚的契约需要彼此心甘情愿才能缔结，所以是你自愿成为我的新娘，和海参叔无关。回去后你记得向他道个歉。
I realize he's teasing me about the time I called the tome worthless. My ears burn with embarrassment as I clear my throat. You must have recognized our bond a long time ago. You just didn't tell me.
那只代表从前，与你我现在没有意义。
It's so cold when he says that. It hurts my heart, you know? The tempered Tidebreaker trident returns to his hand. Rafayel turns around, his tail emanating a more vivid and sharp radiance. The fact that his memories have returned and he can still say that, it's like he's trying to refuse it somewhat. Within his body, a portion of the sea god's power has been awakened. You're embarrassed. You don't want to expose your weakness. Which one should I choose, Chad? I actually chose you're embarrassed. Should I choose the second one? You chose the second one? Ash, you also chose the second one? Most of you chose the second one. Am I the only one that only chose the first one? Damn. Okay, I'll do the first one then. You want to deny the fact we were once in love. You're embarrassed, huh?
不是。
He's like, no. No. I think you are. He ignores my provocation and grabs my arm to swim upward, but then he stops.
你受伤了。
Oh. I follow his gaze to look at my back, but I don't see anything and don't feel any pain. It's just a minor wound.
不是。
Oh, my heart is breaking.
你得立刻回罗京城去。
No, my heart is breaking. The way he's like so worried over her. Get yourself a man who would do anything to make sure you're doing okay. Rafayel brings me back to the surface, and the Fantasia shark carries us to Romirro.
衣服松开前，得立刻给你治伤。
Is it that bad? It doesn't hurt. Rafayel holds my shoulder with one hand and places his other hand on the back of my neck. Warm power emanates from his palms. It hurts! A pain from deep within my bones erupts and heads straight for my heart. It's so intense that I almost fall into the sea. Turning my head, I finally see the wound. But it's not a bloody gash. It resembles some strange floral pattern. So, remember how in chapter 2? Chapter 2? He was trying to undo some curse on her face. There were patterns on her face. I realize now what these are. I think this might be a continuation of the curse, but it was on her back. They just didn't see it before, and now they're trying to undo it. I just don't know what they are.
怎么会不起作用？
Stop! You're making the pain worse. Yet, long after Rafayel stops, the pain doesn't subside. I break into a cold sweat and the drops reach my eyes. They trigger another kind of sharp pain.
再坚持一会儿，等雾散了，你会好受一些。
Rafayel, I need a favor. I groggily lift my eyelids as I rest on his lap. There are rumors. They say the sea god's song can enchant people's hearts and make them lose themselves in illusions. Could you possibly...
不要再信那些空穴来风的传言了。
So here's the thing. I don't know if he's lying or if it really was a rumor. So all those opera songs about, you know, sirens luring them into the shore and stuff, they might be wrong? I don't know. Can't you try? I'll use our bond and... She's gonna force him. A melody is played on a flute. It flows across the rippling, glittering sea and gently falls into my ears. It's unfamiliar yet captivating. As it guides me, I descend into a magnificent dream. I try to memorize every note as it flows. I don't acknowledge the pain anymore. Guided by the rhythmic sound of the waves and this melody, I close my eyes once again. Okay. Now we are going into uncharted territory, chapter 5. Alright. Finally! After returning to Romirro, Rafayel immediately confines me to the temple. He requests that I don't go outside until my wound has finally healed. Oh! Although I don't understand why he's being excessively cautious, he stays in Romirro. It's a pleasant surprise. It's because the memories are bad. However, the wound on my back often makes me disoriented. Sometimes I can hear faint crackling sounds deep within my spine. Is she turning into... Is she turning into a mermaid? You think maybe she's turning into a mermaid? It's as if there are fish nibbling on coral. Maybe a more apt description would be how it felt similar to seawater washing over new scales. At other times, I'm fully conscious yet somehow unable to open my eyes. However, there is one thing I remember clearly. Whenever I curl up into a ball because of the searing pain, the sound of a flute drifts into my ears and numbs my suffering. And soon after, I drift back into a soft, peaceful sleep. While we were away from Romirro, something rather significant happened. 𝙗𝙗𝙪, the former Castellan, had escaped from of course he did, the water prison. Look, as a bad guy, I admit he is quite resourceful. Otherwise, he'd not be a worthy bad guy.
已经派人在全城搜寻，一有消息就会立刻来禀。
𝙭, the lady-in-waiting, immediately falls silent outside the curtain. I hold back a gasp and turn to glance at Rafayel. He's applying medicine to my body. Oh. Since he heard about the 𝙗𝙗𝙪's escape, he has remained unfazed. There's not even a trace of anger or displeasure on his face. I'll deal with this myself. Call back the people you sent out. There's no need to search anymore.
是。
When I wave my hand, 𝙭 quickly retreats as if she'd just been pardoned from execution. You let him escape.
海兽在濒死时才会亮出真正的獠牙，人也不例外。让他误以为自己还有一线生机，才能逼他用出真正的后手。
Aren't you afraid he might have a secret weapon?
养好你的伤，这才是你现在应该关心的事情。
He applies a slight pressure with his hand. I subconsciously try to pull away from the pain, but he grabs my shoulder and presses me back into the bed.
金灵藻制成的药膏，在利莫里亚是最好的伤药。想把伤治好，就安分点儿。
Then be gentler.
我没有用多少力气。人类的躯体如此脆弱，连这点力道都承受不了吗？
Okay, I have this theory because you know how Lemurians as mermaids, they can go into the deep sea, and you know how that's like a lot of pressure on the body? He's a mermaid, but he must be hella sturdy, you know, like really strong. That's why only really large creatures can live in the deep sea. Because if you're too small, the pressure will crush you. But Lemurians, for the size that they are, even though they are slightly bigger than humans, they must also be super sturdy. And that just ignites a lot of imagination on my end. I'm imagining things. Yet he still lightens his touch as he applies the medicine, his cool fingers gliding down along my spine.
不然，待会儿我把刚才那个女官叫回来，让她照顾你。
No. Stay. 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 No, you're doing well. I like it when you look after me. Wait, what is this? What is this tension? Okay. His face betrays nothing. However, in the dim lighting, I notice the tiny scales rising subtly on his neck. Ooh, wait. Wait a minute. He's feeling a little something, is he? I see. He likes being praised. I quietly take note of this small discovery. That night, I develop a fever again. It often happens during these past few days. Rafayel says this means my wound is healing, but feeling dizzy with a parched throat is still a miserable experience. Rafayel, could you lend me your tail to cool down again? Oh, wait, what?
不行，昨天说好了是最后一次。
Wait, what? Wait, lend me... Wait, what? Wait, so she cuddles his tail? That's so cute! Through the translucent curtains, I can see him lazily stroking the pool, his tail creating ripples across this water's surface. It's not like I'll do anything. I only want to lean against it for a bit. Speak for yourself, MC. I would do shit. I would do lots of shit.
上回是谁烧迷糊了，以为自己在吃鱼的。
Oh, wait, what? She was biting him? Wait, did she bite him in her feverish delirium? Guilty, I close my mouth. The heat inside my body is still making me miserable. Use the covenant? No, I can't do that. It's like forcing him. I'm just gonna pretend to be weak. I'm gonna make him come to me, alright? I'm gonna pretend to be weak. Raphael, are you still there? I think my ears are ringing. I can't hear your voice anymore.
真的？那可不行。
With a splash, Raphael seemingly moves closer. I quickly close my eyes. After a moment, I hear the faint sound of flames burning metal. What?
如果开始耳鸣，情况就不妙了。
What?
得沿着2只耳朵各划一刀，放点血出来。
Wait a minute! I quickly sit up and grab the small knife that Raphael is holding over the candle's flame.
不装了，半途而废可不是什么好习惯。
Okay, fine. He's good at calling her bluff and making it 10 times worse. But in the end, he gives in. His tail is cool to the touch as I rest my head on it, and I meet his lower gaze. Oh! After all that push and pull, just give her the tail! My goodness! How much longer do I have to wait for my wound to heal?
不久。
Oh. He says, not long. The mirror beside me reflects a flash of red, and I see the floral pattern. It's slowly fading, but it has left behind jagged, frightening marks. Is it the mark of scales? The voices I heard have become different. At first, sounds I usually ignore suddenly become louder. Bubbles popping, fingers brushing against surfaces, heartbeats rising. Is MC becoming more and more like a mermaid, so they have very sensitive ears? Is that it? Then the sound of churning seawater becomes increasingly clear in my ears. Even though the temple is far away from the beach, I can still hear the movements of the tide. Why are you so concerned about... And yeah, so Raphael doesn't want her to turn into a mermaid. Why?
它会让你越来越像个利莫里亚人。
Oh!
感官被放大，能听到最遥远的海洋呼唤你的声响。
Oh.
看到异常多彩绚丽的颜色。
Oh, but I want that. I want that. He absentmindedly runs his fingers through my hair.
可你是人类，所以注定成为一个陆地上的异类。你会渐渐听不到除了海洋以外的任何声音。
Oh.
看不到除了海洋之外的色彩。
Oh.
双腿无力行走在地面，甚至感受到海水不断呛入口鼻，漫上喉咙。
Wait, why does he make it sound so tragic? Okay, whoa, there's so much information here. This is crazy.
最后，就像溺亡在陆地一样，荒诞的死去。
Oh.
你看起来并不害怕。
Because you'll keep me alive. You will, yes? Oh, MC, why would you say that after what happened in the end? You're just setting him up for trauma. He laughs softly, feels my forehead, and then picks up a cup of water. He helps me drink it.
你要是明天再耍赖，那就不一定了。
Oh god, this myth is really... So maybe that's why the Lemurians couldn't return to the sea. They will drown. They can't exactly breathe. Is that why his aunt only has a human form? Are there any Lemurians now? What if... I'm thinking, could there be Lemurians walking now? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, too many thoughts in my head. As I slowly recover, Romirro's short summer arrives. The scent of flowers which had been absent permeates the wind. At night, I climb to the roof of the temple and look at the port. The people are setting up tall platforms for bonfires. Perhaps they're preparing for the sea's gratis festival once again. Centuries later, to express their reverence for the sea god. Oh, now they revere the sea god. It was once Romirro's grandest festival. People would thank the sea god and pray for his blessings and protection. I already know that Raphael has no interest in a frivolous festival.
你的伤还没完全恢复。
I know, so I didn't leave the temple. I pat the spot beside me and invite him to sit down. This is so precious. Then I return my attention to the conch shell in my hand. Oh, she tried to... I love how he says "Holland." It sounds awful. He twirls a flute in his hand and unceremoniously taps the top of my head with it.
这首曲子不是这么吹的。
Okay, then why don't you teach
被
me?
你拿在手里的海螺要是有表情，恐怕已经羞愧难当了。
Wow, rude! Rude! Then teach me how to play it properly. I like that song.
为什么？
It might be because whenever I hear you play it, all my pain disappears. Just as no one dares to approach the temple without a good reason, no one dares to go near the tower that once imprisoned me. Oh. I thought escaping from the tower would make me feel better. But I guess not.
因为你的牢笼不在那座塔里。
It's her title as bride of the sea god that made her feel like she's imprisoned, isn't it?
走不出高塔，走不出神殿。你害怕失去的，是随心所欲离开的自由。等你的伤好了，就再没有什么能够限制住你。
I'm having a sense that Rafayel is trying to set her free. Is he trying to break their bond? The conch shell is taken from my hand as Rafayel brings it to his lips. He's testing it out.
想学就专心听。
The melodious tune rises, and it mingles with the evening breeze and moonlight before floating away. Oh, I like this. This is so cozy. I lean against Raphael's shoulder and let the vibrations from his chest seep into my bones. As he... oh,
这座岛，这整片海域，都不该阻挡你的自由。 罗敬城的人赋予你再多身份，只要你不认可，就都和你无关。
One of those identities is the bride of the sea god. Exactly, yeah. What if I don't want to be her?
那就不当。
What? Knowing what that would mean for Raphael as the sea god, and he's just like, yeah, then don't be. It's making me cry. But I feel a bit reluctant to just let it go. I let out a long sigh and gaze at the lights that extend from around the temple to distant places. I used to love Romirro. I wanted to protect it forever and save it from the prophecy.
可惜，他抛弃了你。
Honestly, yeah. Thinking about it, I'm so surprised she is not filled with so much anger. I'm just a tool to the citizens. They believe I will save their lives.
你想这些人全部消失吗？
No. If I said I wanted that, would you carry out my wish?
如果你能因此爱上我的话，
I'm sorry, wait. Raphael, the way we're already in love with you. All of us got it bad already. I tried to imagine their deaths, but I doubt that will make me happy.
那么，什么事会让你高兴？
When I don't respond, he hands me a long scroll. Oh, scroll.
那几个女官送来的。
I look down and notice several ladies in waiting at the steps of the temple. They meet my gaze and bow nervously. I suppose they want me to preside over the rituals for the first day of the Sea's Gratis Festival.
原来如此，他们是代表罗敬城来向你示好的。到那时，你就要见到许多抛弃过你的人了。
With apparent playfulness in his eyes, he brushes aside a strand of my hair that the wind had blown across my face.
你要答应吗？
What would you do?
如果是我，
His fingertip moves down and rests over my trembling heart.
我会问问这颗心，要怎么做才能让它高兴些。
If we knew, honestly. If we knew, we wouldn't be asking this. Last 4 chapters. Yeah, why is it a big deal? Okay, I'm going. doesn't want her to be bound by this. Or maybe it's because he knows what's up ahead is only tragedy for her. With the toss of a torch adorned with flowering vines, the seashells into the bonfire, and the rise of dancing flames, the 𝙬𝙬𝙪 festival officially begins. I wish we could see like an image of this festival. I descend from the elevated platform by the shore, give the Seminole staff to 𝙑𝙪 for safekeeping. I'm guessing that's one of the ladies in waiting. And then remove the heavy crown from my head.
多谢殿下.
Oh, it is. No need. In the end, I agreed to preside over the ritual for the 𝙬𝙬𝙪 festival. She's so nice. MC is too nice for her own good sometimes. The reason is simple. Because the sea god was forgotten and hated for centuries, I'm the only one who still knows how to perform the ceremony. Of course, this ritual respected the sea god's opinions, so many of the complicated, extravagant elements were eliminated. It reminds me of the last time. How they had to ride 1,000 fish.
海神会喜欢那种像螃蟹打架一样的舞蹈？
Wait, what?
不如省下力气多做些炸虾饼。这个味道确实还不错。
No matter which form, he really likes shrimp cakes, huh? It's an ancient dance that was passed down for generations. It's supposed to display the sea god's majesty. Wait, like crab dancing? That's funny. Actually, you have a point. It does look like crabs fighting. As I walk into the resting area surrounded by curtains, Rafayel examines the pile of crates filled with offerings. It's as if they've formed a small mountain. Because he said the fried shrimp cakes from the city's eastern district were delicious, people rushed to replace their offerings with fried shrimp cakes. These people are so smart. Why don't you make more special requests? You could ask for their assistance when you dive into the deep for pearls. I suspect the pearls that the Tome of the Sea God mentioned refer to something else, though.
炸虾饼不特别吗？
Wait, he asked it in such a deadpan tone. What do you mean? It's special. Oh,
海里
fried
的
shrimp.
食物都软绵绵的，可没有这么奇特的口感。
He breaks off a small piece and puts it in my mouth. Then he tosses upward a bubble filled with water to wash his hands. Wow, that is so convenient.
至于寻找珍珠，它确实不是1、2天能完成的，更不是让你去捞整片大海的珠蚌。现在你要做的是，
His fingertip lifts my necklace. His eyes reveal what he's saying. Apply medicine. I loosen my collar and sit off to the side. When I think about how this wound is almost fully healed, I feel a tinge of sadness. During the ceremony, I realized for the first time that the sea wasn't completely black. The sound of waves drifts in leisurely from beyond the curtains. It embraces my ears with a gentleness I never thought was possible. I also never imagined that fragments of rainbow-colored light shimmered beneath the dark-colored waves and among towering white crests.
别说傻话，伤好以后，你有的是办法再看见这样的世界。
Okay. Alright. Rafayel, you're getting better at taking care of people. You don't hurt me anymore.
这点小事，我要是到现在都做不好，岂不是有损海神的神格？但你要是想念那份疼痛，我可以让你重温一遍。
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, my mind is in the gutter. What is he talking about? Ah, okay. No, that won't be necessary. Stop.
殿下，有人送了祈愿花篮来。
Oh, wait, she didn't finish her sentence. 𝙑𝙪, who just lifted the curtain to enter, pauses. Her gaze shifts from Raphael's hand to my shoulder. Then she speaks as if she didn't see anything. Remember, MC was loosening her collar, so it might look like Rafayel was taking off her top or something.
想给您和海神大人。
Of course, you can leave it here.
是。
After 𝙑𝙪 leaves, I pull my clothes back up and silently glare at Rafayel. I bet new rumors about us will be circulating around the city tomorrow.
什么样的传言？
It's hard to say. Perhaps they'll mention the sea god's bride in broad daylight doing... Oh wait, that's not right. The people shall speak of her doing this and that with the sea god in the dark hours of the night.
这样那样是哪样？听不懂。
This and that! 这样那样 No! The prayer flower basket floats into Raphael's hands. He lifts the red, blue, and silver ribbon. Then he fiddles with the seashells inside the basket.
这一篮子贝壳又是什么意思？
Okay. It's one of the traditions of the Sea's Gratis Festival. Every household prepares flower baskets filled with seashells to exchange with others. The more beautiful the seashells, the more beautiful the blessings they represent. Oh, that's really cute! It's how one can convey well wishes to the people. But why would anyone want to exchange seashells with me? I tuck that thought away and pretend to be interested as I take the flower basket. Who would give her those seashells? Oh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are they reusing the backgrounds? Isn't this Whalefall City? The ceilings and the floor? Why but it looks a little different. But no, it really looks like Whalefall City. Having changed into lighter clothes, Raphael and I walk along the central streets of the city toward the temple. The moonlight and stars cast a blue glow across the night sky. They're like seawater floating along the horizon as they rise and fall with the clouds and mist. Try these crispy fish. They're delicious too, and crunchy.
有些淡。
Is that so? Maybe the salty seawater has numbed your tongue.
我说过很多次了，在海里不等于一直在喝海水。
I have always wondered how that works. I drop a few coins, ignoring the stall owner's somewhat bewildered gaze, and shove a bag of crispy fish into Raphael's hands. A decent number of people recognize us, but we tactically ignore their gawking. When did they put up the statue over there? I saw.
不久前，我见过几个工匠在那儿敲敲打打。
敲敲打打. Yeah. They're trying to find a way to get plants to grow in the water. Wait a minute. I'm remembering what they said at the beginning of this card. Guys, do you think... I mean main timeline Raphael. Do you think he's trying to raise the seas? That's why he's investing in people trying to have plants grow in the ocean. Is this one of his ways to prepare the people? But why would he want to bring the ocean over to the... If this is something he does as a sea god, that would be bad for humans though, right? But it would be good for Lemurians. Is he trying to raise the sea to bring the Lemurians back to the ocean? Bring Lemuria back by raising the sea. It does feel like a direct conflict with MC and the people. There were Lemurian ruins on land. Was Lemuria on... Is this Lemuria? Are we in Lemuria? Wait, no, don't answer. Don't answer. I might be like talking out of my ass. He found ruins beneath the mountain. That must have previously been a ruins of Lemuria. Lemuria... Wait, so maybe the sea never... Maybe the sea receded. Wait, okay, I'm sorry, Duckling, I'm sorry. I know this is very, very frustrating for all of you. It's just, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll just keep going. Sorry. I'm sorry. At the end of the path stands an exquisitely detailed, majestic statue of the sea god. He wields a trident as he stands above the white caps. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're... She's counting his abs! She's so real for this! She's counting! Wait! Your abdomen is well defined. They're putting a lot of effort into flattering you. Perchance a little too much. What do you mean, MC? It's lore accurate. Oh
怎么
god.
了？这不是很还原吗？
He agrees. Oh god, I'm dying. I'm dying. It's far more accurate compared to the previous sea god statues. The older ones were extremely imposing and masculine. The rears were longer than their hair. When I heard your voice for the first time, I couldn't believe you were the sea god. You sounded too young.
不算错误。你在海神中也看见了，以前确实有胡子比头发还要长的海神。
I take a moment to recall the statues I saw there. I'm so glad we're mentioning that. You're still the most handsome one. MC, go get it. MC, thank you for saying it.
𝙤𝙧𝙗𝙪 '𝙬
He raises his hand slightly, and the seashells placed under the base of the statue shimmer with a crystalline light. It's akin to a silent response from a god. Seeing my questioning look, he smiles.
我仍然觉得这些信仰脆弱的不堪一击。 不过节日的意义，无论在这里，还是在曾经的京洛城，都一样重要。仅限今天，让他们高兴一小会儿，
Wait,
也不是什么难事。
Wait, I'm right. I'm right. You know what? There's a reason why he said this. I swear to God, we are in Whalefall City. This is Whalefall City. I hold his fingertips. Raphael, before you fell asleep, you must have been a likable sea god. Wait, what? Even though you've lost your memories, you still long for Whalefall City. You want to awaken all the Lemurians and bring them back to their homeland. Awaken? Awaken?
随意做出没有根据的判断，通常都是危险的前兆。
Who says it's unfounded? On a small scale, you dislike human worship, yet you still respond to their wishes. On a larger scale, you saved everyone during the lunar eclipse despite the fact they hated and insulted you. And most importantly... Oh, MC, why'd you have to say it like that? I loved you once. It was enough to forge a covenant with you. At least that proves you're worthy of affection. You're worthy of being loved. MC! No. Now it's your turn. Wait 1 second. Oh god, she's making me so...
什么？
I gave you plenty of compliments. Isn't it your turn to compliment me now?
眼睛很亮，头发很软，笑的时候像得意洋洋的小螃蟹，生气的时候像只扎手的海胆。
Wait, aren't these similar lines from Fragrant Dream? Does the last part count as a compliment?
当然，如果你在海底待上几千几万年，你就会知道，能看到一点鲜艳的颜色，是多么珍贵的事情。
No, guys, he's blushing a little. I don't know if you can see it. He's a little red. Oh, I'm a little red. I open my mouth, but I'm unable to find the right words. The basket in my hand sways slightly. I lower my head and see a little girl slipping a pink seashell into my basket while taking another one. Oh! After we make eye contact, she immediately scurries back to her mother, who's the stall owner selling crispy fish. The stall owner struggles with how she should respond. Then she gives me a forced smile.
你看，这里的人也在喜欢你。
I'd like to believe that maybe not every single citizen was quick to tell her to, like, die, I guess. To be fair, once the majority of people have already made up their mind in hating her, the ones that disagree will have a hard time speaking up, so that's probably one of the cases here. That's not it. It's... whether it's belated guilt, cautious appeasement, or even more complex emotions that are impossible to articulate, I can't say. I haven't done anything to deserve their affection.
因为你是你。
His hand covers mine, and it moves past the tricolor ribbon on the basket so his fingers can intertwine with mine.
因为所有讨人喜欢的词语都很适合你。
Stop. Stop, stop. This is the reason my standards are high, guys. Unless you're a sea god, I don't want you. By the time we return to the temple, there are a few more colorful seashells in my basket. It's not a lot, however. I hang it by the windowsill and I see Rafayel is about to approach the pool. I quickly run over to stop him. Wait, there's still something we need to do. I take out the floral liquor. Huh? Alcohol? Why? Does the festival require hanky-panky stuff? We celebrated with everyone else. Now it's time for our private celebration, she says. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sure that's not what they want. It's what I want. And I'm just projecting at this point. The 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙧 festival is... Oh! Okay, maybe not! Maybe not! Maybe not! The 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙧 festival is also for lovers. People collect elderflowers during the spring and use them to brew a liquor. You're supposed to give it to your beloved on this day. I'm right, aren't I?
那这一壶是你的一整个春天吗？
I bought it. I was still locked. Oh gosh, MC. I was still locked up in the tower in spring.
没关系，我不介意。
Rafayel picks up his glass and gently clinks it with mine. The floral liquor is sweet and pure. After drinking it in one go, I refilled both glasses. Oh, she's speed running. I'm telling you, she is speed running.
如今只有我们两人，你对海神，对我，有什么话要说吗？
Yes, I have a lot of words. But I can show you. That's probably a lot better. Huh?
你祭祀的时候，唱词里都是别人想对海神说的话，唯独没有你的。你不想对我说些什么吗？说不定我会让它成真。
Oh. Wait, guys, help me. Ignore the song. Wow, what should I choose? What's the best one? Have you guys chosen the best one? Have you done all three? Third one. I haven't seen anyone pick two. Well, yeah, revenge is such a cold thing. It not only hurts others, it hurts yourself. That's why I'm so reluctant to choose revenge. Okay, I'll pick number one. I'm not ready to be all angsty, guys. I need more sweetness, so I'm gonna be number one. Then I wish you could fall in love with me soon.
这个不算。
Oh? Why? Is it very difficult for you?
是太简单了。
Oh shit! Sea god more like Riz god. Come on. Oh god, this is so bad. Yes, you're right. This is so bad. I'm getting so delulu right now.
所以，你再想一些更贪心的话。
As our glasses clink and the floral liquor slowly disappears, Rafayel suddenly holds out his hand to me.
你说，谢海节要交换贝壳，代表交换彼此的祝福。我已经送过你贝壳了，你是不是应该也给我一个回礼？
I give you myself. I mean, that's what I would say if I was MC. I touch the seashell necklace around my neck. I rack my brain for what feels like ages, yet I can't think of anything that would be of equal value. I slip a pearl ring off my finger. I've worn this since I was a child. It's not the pearl that the Tome of the Sea God told you to find, but... Oh, she gave her a... Okay. I'll give you a blessing that only belongs to this ring. May all your wishes come true. When that time comes, remember to take me to Whalefall City. He remembers that he
据说
did.
在你们的说法里，戒指往往是定情的礼物。我可以当作你爱上我了吗？
The way his animations are like from the Rafayel we know. I can't. This is I'm dying. Help me. Oh, are we gonna I contemplate his words for a moment before I lean forward and kiss the corner of his lip. What do you think?
我觉得我需要一些更深刻的印证。
Oh. 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 Wait. Guys. Okay, ignore me. That night, the sound of the waves draws closer. Gentle, melodious music mixes with the laughter. As Fantasia sharks swim overhead, vibrant colors burst before my eyes. What? Someone reaches out to hold my hand. My veil is lifted and I'm led toward the light. Then the music and laughter transform into weeping and screams? All colors fade into a dull gray, and the hand that's tightly holding mine gradually turns cold. Seawater engulfs everything. The cold overwhelms the world, and even the last melody played on a flute sinks into deathly silence. But that hand still doesn't let go of me. What do you mean, Christine? He has two tails. Sorry. Okay. Oh, too real. That is very true. Another veil. That could be it. Oh, isn't this the scene from the birthday? When the sun rises, come to the beach. I'll take you somewhere special. On the last day of the Seas Gratis festival, I wake up and find a note Rafayel left beside my pillow. Rosy daylight spreads across the horizon and paints the sky in distinctly warm colors, yet the wind carries an unusual chill. There's a smell. It's a repulsive fishy stench. Holy what the? I swiftly draw my silver sword and block an attack that was aimed at my heart, yet something akin to sharp claws pierces my shoulder. It's like a coiled tentacle that's covered in thistle-like barbs. They dig deeper into my skin while I struggle.
许久不见了，
son of a...
海神的新娘。
So that's where you went, Hawker. Still maintaining his sanctimonious facade, he emerges from the darkness. Behind him, several grotesque elongated shadows extend outward.
听上去，你是在等我。
Ugh, that little smirk in his face. Your trap is too obvious. The toxin from the barbs seep into my blood. My body becomes numb, but I doubt I'll die from it.
真是可怜，那个海神三言两语就将你蒙骗到现在。
Okay.
你真的以为他会拯救你吗？他只会为了一己私欲，将你置于死地。
I mean, funnily enough, she does die in the end. His eyes gleam with malicious intent. As my consciousness begins to fade, traces of light are gradually devoured by darkness.
乖乖跟我走吧。
Oh, that's it? 乖乖跟我走. Don't resist. Now then, follow me. He just says, be good and follow me in Chinese, basically.
我做的一切都是为了罗敬城，为了不让他踏上利莫里亚的覆辙。
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that's done. Okay, number 7. But the pace so far is really good. Like, I like seeing how it took that many chapters to show that they've gotten close. And it makes more sense that Rafayel regained his memories and then starting to remember his past affection with her. And then he's slowly becoming more and more gentle, you know? The pain in my shoulder wakes me. As I open my eyes, I find myself in a cage I know all too well. My hands and feet have been shackled. Rafayel let this happen? Okay. Sensing a putrid, fishy smell, I see a massive, grotesque shadow on the wall. What? It's accompanied by the sounds of something vicious being torn and peeled apart. Ew! I suddenly recall the spell he cast on me, the one he used to control me.
很古老的咒文，但想用来摆布我的新娘，可远远不够。
An ancient curse.
这不是人类能操控的咒文，它是从何而来？自己说。
Do you think this is a different power? You're no longer human. You're no longer human.
那又如何？为了拯救利莫里亚，区区这点痛苦算什么
？Wait, what? 𝙑𝙗𝙗 is Lemurian. That's why he hates the sea god. Even he doesn't understand why the sea god is doing all of this. The shadow on the wall suddenly contracts. A moment passes and it slowly returns to a humanoid form. This is reminding me about the depths. Did he make a deal with some sort of dark, deep sea creature? With so many sea monsters parasited... What? Parasite... Holy... how do you read this? Parasitizing your... Oh, like the word parasite? With so many sea monsters parasitizing your body, aren't you afraid they'll eventually devour you? You'll be turned into a real monster. So there are other beings, deep beings. So these monsters put themselves on him to grant him power in order to overthrow the followers of the sea god. Did he actually think he can change what the writing says on the tome?
人类的身躯太过脆弱，根本无法帮我完成复苏利莫里亚的伟业。
Yeah, he's definitely Lemurian.
我需要一具足够强大、足够我活上千年万年的身体。
Okay.
可那个海神，他在水牢里毁了我精心喂养的躯体。
Oh, he was crafting. Oh, okay.
害我不得不吞噬更多，变成现在这副模样。
Oh shit. Wait, what? Wait. Noticing the countless festering cracks and deformed... Oh god, joints on his hands, I feel nothing but shock and... I mean, I do feel pity. Recalling his talk of Lemuria and the implications of his recent words, a theory forms in my mind. Yes, MC, let's hear it. Oh, okay. I mean, we already... Are you a Lemurian? But you were born and raised in Romirro. Lemuria was destroyed tens of thousands of years.
利莫里亚从不曾覆灭。
Oh. Wait. Wait. Okay, don't tell me if I'm right. This is Lemuria. I said it before, but this is definitely... This is it. They're all Lemurians. It has to be. That's why they hate him. Wait, no, but I feel like the people don't know. Maybe only some of them know. So he's raising the sea to awaken them. They don't know they're Lemurian. It was never about destroying Romirro, was it? It was about raising the sea, restoring Lemuria. He was gonna turn Romirro back to Lemuria. The people, that's why MC was turning into a mermaid. They're all sleeping Lemurians. He yanks the chains and I'm forced to look into his eyes that are filled with ominous darkness.
他只是在沉睡着，他在等我。
Oh. By it, what does he mean? Like his Lemurian self? Or the sea monsters?
等我杀了那个愚蠢、自私的海神，我就能成为利莫里亚新的主宰。
He's talking about the deep sea.
利莫里亚会在我手中复苏，利莫里亚才是能主宰这个世界的最辉煌的文明。
Okay. But here's the thing. I don't know if he's raising the sea to awaken them. Maybe he is killing them. Because remember, the blood of a Lemurian can revive things. What if he's just reviving them to turn back into mermaids, into Lemurians? I don't know. There's so many implications. Maybe... Remember how there's always a theme that new life comes from destruction. What if he's destroying this so that new life can come forth? But then he did say awaken. What 𝙑𝙗𝙗 said just now, he is making it sound like anyone can get that power. But I think the reason why he's like this it's because he's not worthy, and Rafayel is worthy. He seems to have lost his mind with his obsessive delusions and hatred for Rafayel. However, his words aren't complete nonsense. Provoke him. Test him. I want to test him. If I test him, then maybe he will tell us more stuff. Do you want to return to Lemuria?
那是世界上最美丽的地方，所有利莫里亚人的家园。
How does he know that?
你不会热爱你的故乡吗？你难道不会想拯救它吗？
I mean... damn it. I feel pity for this guy. Damn you, Infold! I feel pity for him! Ugh, I'm not passionately enamored with Romirro. Despite my feelings, I pretend to nod and agree with him. I understand, but this doesn't have anything to do with me. Why would you kidnap me to save Lemuria?
你什么都没想起来吗？
Mayo, what do you mean? Oh, that sound is gross. The tentacle tosses something at my feet. It's a small fractured stone tablet. It's part of the stone. It's part of the tome. However, I recognize it instantly. The tome of the sea god. Another piece of the tome. It's very similar to the one in the temple. The patterns and text are almost identical. It's as if it was broken off from that larger stone tablet. So in this timeline, the tome was already scattered and broken. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
你是唯一能和海神书对话的人类，那你就亲眼看看，这上面都写了什么。
Okay. All right. He says, why don't you read it and see what's written on it, is what he says. The blood from my shoulder drips onto the tablet, and the blurred text emits a faint golden glow. Find a true love. When blessed with a true love's kiss, claim her heart by your own hand. A heart pure and filled with love, best offering can give to the But that's the thing, it's not complete. I feel like they could very easily misunderstand this. The prophecy from the tome of the sea god that I read, it was incomplete.
看到了吗？海神要想恢复力量，需要的可不只是爱。什么相爱的灵魂，都只是他的踏脚石。
Hawkern gives me a mocking gaze that's filled to the brim with contempt.
就像饥饿的人天然会寻找食物，挖出你的心脏，就是海神的本能。
Oh shit. Oh, the way he said it, damn it. Oh, MC, I don't know how to... God damn, MC, I'm so sorry. Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this?
自然是好心要救你一命。
Oh god, shut up. Hawkern, I've known you for at least a few hundred years. You can't lie to me. Okay. Wait, they're long living. They're all long living. Or do you honestly think I would harm Rafayel if I knew he was going to kill me?
你不会吗？
No. Yo, wait. Guys, I really think they're all Lemurians.
看来你是觉得你们那点浅薄的爱意，足够让海神放弃你的心脏。
Oh my god, there's so many... Wait, there's so much information. Help me. Oh yeah.
但如果他想起了千万年前发生的事情，你觉得他还会对你心软吗？
Oh. Is he referring to what happened before Rafayel fell asleep? Are we gonna find out? Hawkern pulls out a bottle covered in verdigris and unscrews the top stopper. An eerie vapor drifts out.
来吧，你应该亲自看看当年都发生了什么，看看你，还有那个所谓的海神，是怎么毁了利莫里亚的。
Oh. I hold my breath, but the eerie vapor seeps into my skin in an instant, invading every fiber of my being. I'll be really honest with you, because I really want to know what happens. If he tells me I need to do that in order to find out what happens, I'll be sipping that thing like water. I'll be like, yeah, give it to me, I need to know. Exactly. Within moments, dormant memories awaken like magma breaking through frozen earth. It burns every blood vessel and nerve in me. It hurts. Searing pain tears through my body. My mind is plunged into chaos, yet something gradually comes into focus.
你愿意成为我的信徒吗？
Oh, here we go. Rafayel. The massive circular chamber is as dim as twilight. The ground trembles as fractured stones cascade from the doomed ceiling. This is... what? Holy shit! Where? This is what happened at the end of God of Tides! We're finally seeing it! Oh my god, we're finally seeing it! My body is suddenly pinned down. A sharp dagger is pressed against my chest, its tip drawing drops of blood? Rafayel? No, that's not right. The Rafayel before me is a brighter, more radiant young man. Yet the dark blue flames that burn in his eyes and his expression aren't unnaturally detached. In his hand, he tightly grips the sharp dagger. It's poised, ready to pierce my heart. I can't make a sound. I grab the handle of the dagger and use all of my strength to fight against death itself. The trembling tip of the dagger freezes. But the detached hostility returns to his eyes as blue and golden light radiates from his body.
既是信徒，就该献出你的心脏。利莫利亚的契约是力量，亦是枷锁。
Is this why they form a bond? So the follower cannot resist. But this is why Rafayel wants to break the bond. He wants her to be able to resist. Oh my god.
海神不该有任何弱点与束缚。
My struggle is futile. The blade sinks deeper in... Oh my god. The blade sinks deeper into my chest. Blood falls as the pain spreads. There's a loud crash and the restraint on my body loosens. Rafayel leans against the wall that's far away from me. Pain has contorted his face. Inside the stone niche burns a gentle yet feeble flame. It's so weak that a breeze could extinguish it.
别过来！
Those dark blue and golden lights still surround him. However, the big blue flames in his eyes have been extinguished, or rather, suppressed.
你不能留在这里。利莫利亚火种的燃烧，需要信徒的心来喂养。 但这是错误的。再这样下去，总有一天，我会再次不受控地伤害你。你要找到正确的、真正能让它永远燃烧的方法。
The flame from the niche gently floats to Raphael's fingertips, then it transforms into countless delicate threads of light that flow toward my chest. Shocked, I try to break free, yet I find myself bound by these threads. A strange, warm power flows into my heart.
据说，所有海水奔涌汇聚的尽头，存在着火种的灯芯。找到它， 利莫里亚就会永远获得光明，永远存续下去。
Water currents embrace me and carry me out of the temple. From a distance, Raphael gives me a gentle smile.
直到你带着他回来的那一天，我会让京洛城一直是你记得的模样。这是我对你的承诺。这是利莫里亚永生永世的契约。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Despair and blood pervade the seawater as thunderous ruination buries all cries and screams. I desperately try to push away the darkness before my eyes, but it feels like my body is trapped in quicksand. The more I struggle, the more I suffocate.
那个人类欺骗了你，欺骗了整个利莫里亚。
活着被一个人类偷走了，利莫里亚要灭亡了。
为什么海神要欺骗我们？他为什么不守护利莫里亚？
海神早已经变了。
This is a moon. I have to say something though. All this time, I thought Raphael chose MC over his people. I didn't realize how serious he took, well, how much Lemuria means to him, but I should have known actually. I thought in the current timeline, because of his regret, he wanted to find a way to save both his people and MC, but that's what he's always wanted. He bears such a huge responsibility. Yeah, nobody knew, Sedna, nobody knew. It's the elders. Raphael only realized that when the ceremony happened and the deep sea took over. He honestly doesn't deserve all this. This is too much. To Raphael, he said there's a legend of a wick, right? A never-ending wick that would ignite a never-ending flame so that they could forever prosper without having to sacrifice their followers' love. I seriously think they read it wrong. It's just that the elders believe that this was the word of, you know, like the gospel. They have to follow it. All the other sea gods killed their beloved too because that's what they believed. The seawater drowns their despair, and yet I can't defend Raphael. It isn't Raphael's fault. It's because I didn't fulfill my promise to Raphael. There was no wick that existed in the place where all oceans converge, or at the end of the sea. Lemuria could never exist forever. Lemuria was a civilization that should have never existed. Destruction was its predetermined fate. The last god of the sea perishes along with Lemuria. They dissolve into the ocean. It's not a slumber, it's oblivion. He will disappear from this world. I will never be able to find him, see him, hear the songs he plays for me on the flute, or see his smile. Oh, MC. My heart silently cries out, and it awakens the unwavering determination of my former self. I won't let Raphael die. Oh. This is diabolical, seriously. I will save him, and the price that must be paid, it doesn't matter. Oh god, I'm sorry. In the violently trembling deep sea, the seminal staff I wield ignites. The cold flames illuminate the gaze that's a breath away from mine. Shock, sorrow, anger. I can't exactly make out the emotions in his eyes. I only see the mark of our bond on his collarbone. It's like a stream of blindingly bright, burning blood. Countless threads of light transform into ruins. I raise the staff and let a phantom pierce his body. I hear my own heart as I speak. Every single word is part of a merciless command. With the I knew. You see, I had an inkling it was her. With the power of Lemuria's vow, Raphael, you shall be forever imprisoned here until Lemuria welcomes the opportunity for rebirth. until the world reaches that moment when you can be awakened. His divine gaze, once clearer than seawater, transforms into a black tide. It freezes when he looks at me.
你真的背叛了我。
Once the seal is complete, he's plunged into the depths of those abyssal waters. I hear a deafening sound as if the entire ocean is being split apart. Boundless black waves surge in from all directions. His dissipating figure becomes rain that falls upward. I will cut out your heart with the dagger honed, my darling, and in love's name, your heart will become my fate. Your body will be washed clean, shine like a pearl. I will care for your heart. I will care for your heart, till we meet again and you reclaim it for yourself. The last wisp of smoke dissipates and the bottle clatters to the ground. The tide of memories recedes as my consciousness returns to the cold, gloomy tower.
想起来了吗？你窃取火种，封印海神，而那个海神轻易相信了你。
Okay, I can see now why you think he's not a moon. He doesn't know the truth.
你们就是毁了利莫里亚的罪魁。
My mind is still reeling from the impact of those memories as I lift my gaze. As I lift my head, my gaze focuses on the former Castellan. Then it shifts to the silent figure standing in the shadows behind him. Rafayel, he wanted you to know, didn't he? I don't know when he arrived. However, his cold gaze has told me everything. He saw my memories as well. Hawkern continues his endless monologue, but I can only hear chaotic noise. I stare blankly at the figure before me. Our gazes lock and we freeze under the moonlight. My thoughts also seem to be frozen in place.
先处理他。
A faint whisper that only I can hear reaches my ears. I give a slight nod in response.
他会毫不留情地杀了你，挖出你的心脏，让你死无葬身之地。不想死的话，你只能抢在海神动手之前杀了他。你身上的契约，就是你最锋利的刀。你可以命令他做任何事，包括死亡。
You can order him to do anything, including death. I feel like this is the moment MC came with the idea to use the bond to do what she did in that trailer. Pretty much. Yes, I remember. I was the one who sealed Rafayel. I try to speak as calmly as possible. But I'm also responsible for Lemuria's downfall. Why is Rafayel your only target for revenge? Don't you hate me too?
怎么可能？只不过，你要是能杀了海神，你做过的事情，我可以既往不咎。
I feel like the question that MC asked was a little bit different, but in the end, the meaning is the same. Remove my shackles then. Can I do anything if I'm like this? I lift my chin slightly. You better hurry. He's already here. Oh, here we go. Yep. You see that duckling? He's readying his hand to smack him across the face. A tall, slender figure appears under the moonlight. Raphael raises his hand and summons the Tidebreaker Trident.
正好送上门来了。
The chains that bind me snap. I rub my sore wrists before materializing a silver sword. I take 2 steps forward. In the suffocating silence, Raphael is the first to speak.
原来是你。
Oh dear. You let Hawkern escape on purpose. He was used as bait so you could find out who sealed you away. And that person is me.
是。利莫里亚人最大的弱点，就是那个契约。但海神不能有弱点，他必须亲手杀掉与他缔结契约的人，那样 世界上就再也没有能制约他、威胁他的人，他才能成为最无坚不摧的神。无论是为了利莫里亚，还是我都必须抹除你的存在。
He speaks these cold words. Although I know it's just an act, I can't help but think. Perhaps these words also contain his true feelings. Crap, okay, I can see now why MC is plotting to do what she ends up doing. This is oh no, like I want to go in there and smack. I'm like, no, stop thinking. Okay, we don't need to say anything else to each other. Oh shit. I raise my silver sword as lightning flashes at the tip of the Tidebreaker's trident. Blue fiery power surges around Raphael's body.
再见了，海神的新娘。
When the tip of my sword clashes with the Tidebreaker trident, our weapons are diverted to the side. And okay, I see what they did there. As the light fades, Hawkern's eyes are filled with terror, yet he cannot move. His body shatters amidst flying sparks. A putrid stench fills the air as viscous fluid seeps down between the bricks and spreads across the... Ugh. Ew.
别用你那些不堪的野心玷污利莫利亚的荣光。连自己都失去的人，要凭什么拯救京洛城？
Hawkern's eyes bulge with fury as guttural sounds escapes his throat. Then he crumbles and turns to ash. Raphael withdraws his trident and brushes away the dark embers from his body.
手。
Oh no, I don't know why I feel so sorry to him. A small flame dances from his fingertips and travels up my forearm. The fluid and bloody marks left by the shackles disappear.
你在害怕我？
Never.
怎么了？以为我真的会杀了你吗？
I'm not afraid of you. I'm the one who sealed you away, and I'm also the key that will allow you to reclaim your power. You have every reason to kill me.
如果是我的要求，你会心甘情愿地献出这颗心吗？我要你的真心话。
I mean, I already know for MC the answer is yes. This heart has always belonged to you, and I promised it to you before. So yes, I'm willing to return it to you.
那你为什么要哭？
I blink and realize tears are threatening to fall from my eyes. Being willing doesn't mean I'm not afraid of death. And I owe you an apology. I understand it can't erase a fraction of your suffering. His fingertip is cold as he presses it against the spot where my beating heart is. Our noses almost touch. We're so close that one breath would close the distance between our lips.
我要的是一颗深入灵魂的爱着我的心。你觉得它是吗？
I don't have an answer for you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, wait. Even if it was, this heart now bears an invisible fissure that can never be fully mended.
答案很明显了。至少现在，你的这颗心对我并无作用。
The way they're just trying to skirt around it.
回去吧，你的伤还没完全好，早点休息。
All right. I murmur in agreement, yet neither of us makes a move to leave. The moonlight casts shadows on the window bars. It resembles a wall of thorns that gradually spreads between us. Oh, I love how they wrote that. Showing that this is sowing seeds of, like, doubt between them. I am still unsure why MC would take his heart and let him be sealed. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, why did she do that? But anyway, the myth will answer that. Okay, keep reading. All right, I'm gonna keep reading, sorry. I'm just gonna take a little Coca-Cola break. Let me take a sip. The path from the tower to the temple isn't long. However, it feels as if we've been walking for an eternity. After that day, we continue as if nothing had changed, yet everything is different. We no longer watch the faint light on the horizon in the morning, nor do we light all the candles in the temple on cold nights. The images from that vision are like an inescapable thorn. It has pierced me and Rafayel. Dusk falls when Rafayel tells me he will temporarily leave Romirro to search for the pearl in the deep. It's mentioned in the tome of the sea god. We part ways on the beach. He dives into the sea, his tail catching the sunset's light in all of its beautiful iridescence. The waves and ripples will never settle. Likewise, I will never see him again. Wait, what? On the last night of summer, an unprecedented storm falls upon Romirro without any warning. The water has risen past an average person's waist. With the rain, they rapidly engulf every building, shop, and slope. I watch from the top of the temple. Beyond the rain lies a hazy black ring surrounding everything. The seawater surges and churns. I only gave out the order to reinforce the embankments and clear the waterways. Unfortunately, when faced with this kind of storm, it's futile. Another building collapses. Oh, damn! The rising waters carry the rubble and people's screams in all directions. Someone bobs up and down in the current. The black water carries them toward me. Okay, I take it back. I don't think they're Lemurians. Shit, they're dying. I recognize her. She's one of the ladies in waiting who served me in the temple. Oh. Countless images flash through my mind. They overlap and intertwine. The faces of people below the tower, those looks of disgust or apathy when I was forced to perform the wavier ritual. The smiles of people who sent me invitations and exchanged seashells with me during the Seas Gratis Festival. Oh, MC. I get it. I really do get it. I would not want to be in her position. She's so honest with her feelings. Of course. MC is too kind-hearted. The nearest shelter is to the north. Go. Before she thanks me, I harshly interrupt her. The lady in waiting steadies her weakened body. Her eyes, once soaked in despair, flickers briefly with hope before it dims. Carrying debris, the roaring flood crashes against the temple. The building trembles, yet it still remains steadfast. When I was 15, I oversaw its renovation with the intention of making this symbol of faith as solid as the heavens. It was designed to stand tall for centuries. Tell everyone to take shelter in the Sea God's temple. Okay, wait, right. MC built things from the ground up.
殿下，目前能找到的所有人都在这里了。
People who escaped the storm are put into small groups in the main hall. They anxiously watch as I stand next to the statue of the sea god. I look outside. The rainfall wraps around Romirro like a sheet of rough gauze. It covers everything in a deathly white as far as I can see. Turning back, I instruct Ferry to distribute all the food supplies in the temple. When the storm eases, lead them to Mount Onyuna. It's tall enough, the water will not reach you there. After I give out my simple orders, I ignore the anxious gazes and hushed discussions around me as I turn to leave. 殿下 Yes?
如果雨一直不停，万一恩提那山也被淹没，我们该怎么办？万一第3个月食之夜就这样到来。
All sounds seemingly vanish, only rainfall remains. Gazes pour in from all directions like water. Everyone stares at me as they wait for an answer about their future. Honestly, I would hate this so much. That day will never come? I don't know. Damn, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You know what? Let's lie in their faces. That day will never come. The 3rd night hasn't arrived yet, and the rain will stop. Many people turn their heads to look outside. They're searching for the bright moon that hangs in the sky. The tense uneasiness in the temple has disappeared to some extent. As for how long this rain will last, that remains to be seen. Perhaps what they need isn't a direct answer, but words that can serve as a pillar of support. Suppressing the many uncertainties in my heart, I look at the misty blackness beyond the rain. My promise with Rafayel isn't valid anymore, huh? If only this heart truly fell in love with him, then he'd prevent the sea from swallowing Romirro and allow me to live. Back when we decided to fall in love, neither of us anticipated what today would bring. I hope the sea Ḥižin has pleasant skies. Oh. My heart aches again as I grasp the necklace he gave me. But
我要的是一颗深入灵魂的爱着我的心。你觉得它是吗？
I still can't give a definite answer to the question Rafayel asked me that night. However, no matter what happens, I can't let Romirro sink. I must survive until the day I see Rafayel again. Oh my god. Oh wow, okay. Wow? Damn! Several days later, the torrential rain finally stops while everyone sleeps. The howling winds subside to some extent. Wading through the accumulated muddy water, the ladies-in-waiting carry out my orders. They evacuate everyone from the city. I press my faintly aching temples. I'm unable to dismiss the ominous premonition lingering in my heart for some reason. Oh. Huh? I look up. The moon has vanished without a trace. Moonlight drowns in murky gloom. Within the blink of an eye, black clouds swallow the last trace of light from heaven and earth. After being momentarily stunned, I finally realize that there are no black clouds in the sky. A massive wave is rising from the sea. Oh shit. Barry, take everyone back to the temple. But these feeble struggles are no match for the approaching catastrophe. The wave swiftly unfurls its deathly embrace over Romirro. Shit! A loud sound explodes across the sky. For a moment, everything is as bright as day. Golden lightning cleaves through the massive wave. The waters flow back and reveal a familiar silhouette. Oh, okay. The seashell necklace around my neck begins to shake violently. Rafayel? The massive wave collapses and large water splashes touch the land. Rafayel raises his tidebreaker trident and the scales on his tail reflect a piercing cold light. The trident is swung down with great force. Heavy storm clouds are transformed into scorching, powerful winds that sweep across all of Romirro. Wherever the trident points, flames more brilliant than the blazing sun ignite across the water's surface. To control the currents and the tides, without a doubt, this is Rafayel's power. Find him. Like mountains, the towering waves are stacked on top of one another. They spiral upward under the force of wind and fire to form columns of water that pierce the sea like spears. Wow. The violent ocean is suppressed by the sea god's ferocious power. Fire clashes against the seawater that had rushed into Romirro, and the sea is forced to retreat. I run toward Rafayel by stepping on the scattered, floating debris that once made up a sea well. Only one thought races in my mind. Faster, I need to go faster. Ahead of me, Rafayel stands amidst unquenchable flames. His long hair is disheveled by the wind. Rafayel! Water and fire illuminate Rafayel's eyes as he looks at me. A divine power surges in his eyes. It's as fierce as the turbulent currents surrounding him. Not even a trace of my image is reflected in his eyes. Oh dear.
这不是你该来的地方。 如果不想被灼伤，就回到岸上去。
Oh, why did he say that? Normally the fires don't hurt her. Oh dear. I swing my sword to create a gust. It cleaves the flames, and I leap. That is so MC. And I leap through the opening to reach Rafayel. Ignoring his trident that's positioned as a barrier before me, I grab his rigged arm and forcefully intertwine our fingers. This is exactly where I should be.
想以人类的身体承受海神的力量，下场只有死路一条。
But I'm the one who has a bond with the sea god. Resonate. It's a very... Okay. I won't die that easily. As soon as we resonate, a scorching heat that feels like it could burn everything spreads from Raphael's palm to my body. Divine power surges. At the same time, something else flows into my heart. Okay. In my daze, I realize it's everything Raphael has never put into words. Ah, his feelings. In the dark depths of the ocean, the sea's ritualis hymn drifts down ethereally from the surface. It awakens his anticipation that has been suppressed for eons. During one of Romirro's short summers, the indifferent sea god's heart experienced pure contentment and joy for the first time. After he left that temple with the excuse of searching for pearls, the waves undulated like his fluctuating thoughts. Aw, okay. All that time we spent together, my feelings for him were never unrequited. He's really just trying to hold back, isn't he? Raphael supports my waist as he hugs me from behind. His embrace is scorching hot.
好好感受，然后支配这股力量。
Divine power collides with my nerves. My blood boils as my eyes become the same color as Raphael's. The power representing heaven and earth advances from between our fingers. The last wave that threatens Romirro is intercepted by fierce flames. Oh gosh. That must have been a scene, damn. Suddenly the waves freeze just as they're about to surge forward with a howl. A beam of sunlight breaks through the thick clouds and shines upon me and Raphael. Immediately, the waves fall as if weightless. They shed their ferocity and gently push toward the shore. My heart beats like a drum, but it's quickly drowned out by the jubilant, distant cheers of relief from those who narrowly escaped that disaster.
潮水退去了，你还不放开手吗？
I don't wanna. Oh, baby! I don't like seeing him like this. I turn my head. The burning divine power in Raphael's eyes slowly fades, and they return to what I'm familiar with. No, no, no. No letting go. Tightly hold his hand. Yes, that's the only way. That should be the only option, honestly. I tighten my grip on his hand. What will you do if I don't let go? A long time passes, then he smiles faintly.
那就继续牵着，谁都不要先松开。
Stop. Who would even let go? Who would be insane enough to let go? That is the real question. Chapter 9. I'm ready. I'm ready. I want all my questions to be answered. I still have so many questions. It seems like the people aren't exactly being awakened. Is that why they're drowning? Maybe there's a timing for when he can do it, because it does seem like the people are drowning. So now my idea that they're Lemurians is slowly like slowly fading away. But anyway, houses that were once submerged reappear. The ships, once swept away, are pushed back to the shore by the waves. People emerge from the temple where they sought refuge. They slowly begin to rebuild their home. After finding some medicine in the temple, I return to the shore by the port. Raphael is leaning against the rocks. Oh. His eyes are closed, and the dim daylight covers his body. His complexion looks paler than it actually is. He's asleep. Oh, how can he be so defenseless? I need to build like a fort around this man. I dip my fingers into the ointment made from gold feather algae. Then I gently apply it to the wounds on his arm. Algae? 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 I'm sorry. Although he appears all right at first glance, I soon notice several barely perceptible wounds on his body.
轻点，很疼。
Oh no, my baby. Oh, I can't stop. Be gentle with my baby. You called me fragile, but a Seagot's body isn't that sturdy. Despite saying those words, my movements become slower. I treat his wounds with the utmost care. Weren't you searching for pearls in the deep sea? Why did you return?
你以为我不会回来了？
I thought you'd be upset for a longer period of time.
我没生气，但不可能不在意。
His fingertip touches my palm and gently traces one of its lines. Can I just say, I really... Because you can easily take the fact that him not being angry as a way to say, like, he's not affected by this. And that can also be taken as a way that he doesn't care for her, you know? But then he still, honestly, it tells her, I'm not angry, but that doesn't mean I didn't care. He cares. Honestly, this man's EQ is off the charts, really. His fingertip touches my palm and gently traces one of its lines.
利莫里亚的契约，越是相爱，彼此的牵系越是紧密，契约的力量就越强。当时我们的契约，强大到能够让你封印我几千几万年，那样的爱意。 已经足够解释很多事情。
Sounds like you haven't made peace with it.
那不然呢？
He suddenly lowers his head and bites my knuckle. However, I don't dare to pull my hand away.
不是一天、一个月、一年，我忍受了比这漫长千万倍的时间。
Sorry.
怎么可能就这么放过你？
Of course, you need to avenge yourself by never leaving me again. After I finish applying the medicine, he stretches his body. Wait, what?
我听说了，这段时间你保护了很多人类。
Sorry, that really just broke immersion. Holy shit, that woke me up. Whew, did you see that? What the fuck was that? Was there... What the freak was... That was a jump scare. What was that? That was scary. I don't know. You guys tell me. I have no idea what that was. That was so scary. I still don't like Romirro, but I can't bring myself to watch it perish.
你没有做错，看着自己的国度走向终结。 那是比死亡还钻心剜骨的痛苦。
Oh fuck, the way he actually knows what that feels like. Son of a...
你没有让自己遭受这一切，做得很好。
Immediately his tone shifts as he puts on a faux serious expression.
但是，你放任那么多人类把我的卧房弄得乌烟瘴气，是否？
Oh shit, I accidentally pressed it, sorry! Wait, I need to hear him say the whole thing. I was laughing and then I accidentally pushed it.
但是，你放任那么多人类把我的卧房弄得乌烟瘴气，是否就有些过分了？
Oh, isn't that a little bit overdoing it? 好过分. 过分 is like... That's mean, I guess. Isn't that a little mean? It's not that bad. At least your pool is clean. I already ordered a few people to clean it. I promise your bedchamber will be spotless. He pushes himself up, but he pauses as he's about to stand. Oh? What is it?
没事。
Oh no, he can't turn back. Oh, he can. Oh, it scared me. Surgeon, he looks extra different here for some reason. Why does he look so different? Someone explain to me, why does he look so different? Is there something missing? His face. There's something missing. Surging waves wash over the reef. As the water recedes, his tail transforms into a pair of legs.
走吧，回神殿。我得亲自看一眼他的模样才放心。
I nod a second later. Then I notice a small crack in the necklace's seashell. Huh? Why is there a crack in the seashell? He's getting weaker. Ah, that's what it is. Because he used up so much power. He needs the heart. That's why. Okay. Oh shit. I know where this is going. Holy shit. Okay, I get it now. He's dying, isn't he? That's why it cracked. That's why that shell cracked. He's dying. After that day, Romirro gradually returns to its former state. There are no more sudden high tides and no more unexpected storms. The text in the Tome of the Sea God remains the same. The nightmare of Romirro being submerged seems to vanish into thin air along with overcast sky. He went against the tome and he got weaker. The prophecy didn't come to fruition. Romirro won't sink. The sea god and his bride protected us. We must express our gratitude and worship them forever. God damn. You only worship them when it's in your favor. Holy shit. The people are immersed in the joy of surviving a catastrophe. They renovate the temple so that it's more magnificent and elaborate, erect taller statues, and supply Rafayel and me and endless streams of gifts. But has the dust truly settled? No.
殿下，
Passing through the crowd of onlookers, Barry hurriedly approaches. She bows before me. On the shore lies a dead, enormous silver fish. It's almost as long as several adult men if they were lying down and lined up in a row.
是今早准备出海的渔民发现的，
Sorry.
不知道是搁浅了，还是死后被冲上岸来的。
这么大的鱼，是不是上天赐予罗敬城的好兆头啊？
How is that a good omen?
说不定是在预示咱们接下来的渔获会有大丰收呢。
The people are stupid. I approach the creature to get a closer look. The unease that has been lingering in my heart grows heavier. If I'm not mistaken, this is the calamitous Pisces that's mentioned in the ancient texts. Oh, god damn it. It's a harbinger of misfortune, an omen of disaster. You wanna bet the deep sea did this? He's like, you think y'all are happy? Wham! Dead fish on the sea. The dark clouds that appeared during the lunar eclipse haven't fully dissipated. Dissipated. Oh god, dissipated. And now the calamitous Pisces has disappeared. Huh? Romirro can still sink below the waves. For now, I can only act as if nothing is wrong. Worry not. Find a suitable place to bury it and clean up this area.
是。对了，殿下，这回罗敬城能幸免于难，都是多亏了您和海神。人们都说要筹备宴饮，好好庆贺一番，想邀您和海神大人一起。
I understand. We'll discuss it when the time comes. I walk toward the temple and I tighten my grip around the seashell necklace. The crack has deepened these past few days. Oh no. The seashell has begun to fracture in other places as well. I don't want to guess what that means. I just need to see Rafayel quickly. Maybe then I can dispel some of the unease in my heart. Oh, it's an oarfish. Rafayel, I need to ask you. Rafayel? Stopping the storm that night consumed too much of Rafayel's power. He's been staying in the temple to rest. Yet right now, I sense something is off. I don't hear the sound of flowing water by the pool. When I left, he was still dozing by the water's edge. I rushed to the pool only to find that the springs have dried up. The water resembles an inky black void. What? What? What is that? What? She dives in? Damn, MC! The black water is unbearably cold. I grit my teeth and... this is the black water. He appears to be unconscious as he sinks into this nothingness. Rafayel! Mustering all the strength I can, I grab him. However, I'm not strong enough to pull him up. This will work. I need to wake him up. Yeah. Let's do that. I steady my breathing while I press my hand against his chest. I try to resonate so I can awaken some of his power. Yet time passes, there's still no response. His power is like the dried up spring. With most of it gone, it cannot respond to my resonance or voice. Why is it like this? After the initial shock, I'm momentarily at a loss. Then I notice the churning currents rushing into the deep. A bold idea appears before me. There's a location that's closely connected to the sea god. I hold the unconscious Rafayel tightly against me and swim in the direction of the current. Oh, so she let the current carry them. That's smart. Fortunately, my guess was correct. The pool's current is connected to the sea itself, which allowed me to successfully get Rafayel out of the temple. I prop Rafayel against the reef, recalling how he summoned the Fantasia shark. I make the same gesture he did and bring my hands to my lips. I whistle. Will that work? After many clumsy attempts, I finally succeeded. That's so cool! A skeletal Fantasia shark appears in the distance at the far end of the sea. It swims to my side and uses its rigid, bony snout to give a friendly nudge to my hand. Oh, that's so sweet. Can you take Rafayel and me to the sea god's tomb again? It doesn't seem to understand what I'm saying, so I repeat myself several times. Finally, it extends its fin bone and gestures for Rafayel and me to climb onto its back. Thank you. After I steady Rafayel on its back, the Fantasia shark turns around and transports us to the ocean's depths. We're at the final chapter. This was such an emotional roller coaster, seriously. Oh, will we get to see them again? This is the only thing that's making me happy right now. This is the only thing I'm looking forward to. Unexpectedly, we arrive at the sea god's tomb with ease. Maybe it's because Rafayel has already passed the trial. Sorry. Even the guardian statue poses no challenge. After I explain the reason for our visit, they allow us to pass through the stone gates.
年轻的海神，又是你们。
Did they think it was another one? Your quintessence? I'm here to make a request. I need your help. The statue of the sea god with a long beard lethargically lowers his weapon. He slowly turns his head to look at the unconscious Rafayel.
他要陨灭了，他还没获得真正的力量，就几乎耗尽了仅有的神力。
唉，
他做了什么，能把自己折腾成这样？真可惜，他要变成历代海神里最年轻就陨灭的一位了。
Oh, you don't have to say it like that. What the fuck? Several more sea god statues move out from their stone niches. They soon join the discussion. Is there a way to save him? He can't fade away like this.
当然有办法。
They put the idea in their head.
与他相爱的人。
They put that idea in her head. I knew it.
需要一颗全心全意爱着他的心。当他获得守护利莫里亚的力量，成为被整个海洋承认的神明，他就能拥有几近永恒的生命。
这是拯救他的唯一方法。
They say "Wayat gefangfat," the only way. They say that because they don't know any better. Trust no elder. I thought these guys were nice. I thought they were cute. And then now realizing what they had to do in order to obtain godhood, I don't know if I can see them the same way. Oh jeez. A heart that loves him unconditionally. I recall the hidden prophecy from the Tome of the Sea God. A heart that's filled with love is the best offering for a Lemurian. Will my heart be enough? Can my heart save him? The sea gods speak in hushed tones. Then the statue of the sea god with a long beard extends his hand toward me.
你愿意试一试吗？
Of course.
那么，你需要忍耐一会儿。
Huh? The ancient sea god clenches his fist and a sharp pain shoots through my heart. Oh shit. As he guides the process, several threads of gentle light are drawn out. Strand by strand, they float into Rafayel's chest. Enduring the lingering pain, I place my hand over him and try to resonate again. There's a response.
你的心已足够纯净，足够虔诚地爱着他。但是，一旦献出这颗心，你的生命亦会如泡沫般消散。如何决定，皆在于你。
海神主，我怎么会在这里？
You've been unconscious for a long time. These sea gods woke you up. I quickly speak before the sea gods can say anything. Then I bow respectfully to them. She doesn't want them to tell him. The sea god with a long beard gives me a profound, knowing look before slowly turning toward Rafayel.
里莫里亚最后一代海神，愿你获得真正的救赎。
多谢。
They all know, huh? Yeah, they all know. The sea god statues slowly retreat into their niches. Raphael turns around and I meet his intense gaze.
你在隐瞒我一些事情。
Oh shit. Shit. Crap. You're the one who's been hiding things from me. Oh shit. You've expanded too much of your power. Your body can't sustain itself anymore.
你是不是有些太小看我了？
Of course not.
维尼海神书的预言，确实是不小的消耗。
Yeah, he defied a
但
prophecy.
最多100来年能恢复。
The prophecy hasn't changed though. Romirro will still be submerged. Yes? Seeing Raphael's expression, my heart sinks. I was correct. Literally all he did was what was the point of that? He just did that because he didn't want MC to suffer what he had to go through with his people. Just because he didn't want MC to see her people die, he did something so reckless, this man, seriously. And it didn't even stop the prophecy. What the heck?
是，但不代表不能改变。至少3个月是枝叶尽头的现在，罗景城还没有湮灭在汪洋下。
That is a good point.
这就是转机。
He's really just doing this for her, guys. This is ridiculous. MC just...
好了，别再皱着眉了。未来的事情交给未来。至于现在
Leave the future's troubles to the future. He takes my hand and summons water currents to carry us upward. Oh god, stop using your powers.
天快亮了，回去的路上，也许正好能赶上一场朝霞。
After returning from the sea god's tomb, Raphael seems to have returned to his normal self. The water in the pool has become clear again. He also doesn't spend the entire day inside the temple. Instead, he enthusiastically takes me along to explore Romirro's streets, alleys, and the wilderness. Just a tiny fragment of this heart's power is enough to revitalize him. If he received an entire heart. Perhaps I'm still selfish. Faced with such a choice, I still cannot let go of my desire to live. Oh gosh, MC is so real. She is so real. I hate this for her so much. Like, this is too much of a decision to make. But time is cruel and doesn't give me the opportunity to hesitate. After a night of rain, dark clouds once again spread across the sky above Romirro. The time Raphael spends sleeping in the water increases with each passing day. And my necklace's seashell has developed a deeper, longer crack. Raphael, the sky is cleared. Should we go to the foot of Mount Oyuna? The rest of my words are stuck in my throat. A large section of Raphael's tail that's immersed in the water has turned a dull... Oh no! has turned a dull gray white. I hate this. I don't like this. Oh, god damn it.
别多想，你们人类的头发颜色各异，我的鱼尾就不能也变个颜色？
The way he tries to reassure her.
你刚才说恩提娜山下怎么了？
I was just wondering if you'd like to go out for a walk. He pauses, and his tail sways gently beneath the water surface.
今天先算了。
He actually doesn't have the power to switch, does he? He just doesn't want to worry her. I knew it. You can't turn your tail into a pair of legs anymore.
你的想象力越来越丰富了。
Aw, jeez. Eh? Why? No! He parts the ripples of the water surface. Under the undulating waters, his tail transforms into legs.
好好的午觉被你吵醒，还被你冤枉。
He adjusts his position to rest his head on my lap. He closes his eyes.
你得陪我一个美梦。
No, stop. He didn't have to. Alright, alright. I gently stroke the top of his head and lean down to kiss him. The seashells around my neck dangles. It sways in front of Raphael's peaceful sleeping expression. The cracks on its surface are glaring. I grasp the seashell and gently try to wipe away those marks. I pretend not to see the scales on his legs. I pretend Raphael isn't showing any signs of something being off. I pretend that everything on this land will remain as peaceful as it is today. I hate this. Bouquets, lanterns, music. The plaza in the port is immersed in the sounds of celebration. It's like a grand farewell ceremony to disaster. Raphael stands far away from the humans. He watches the figure who's in the center of the crowd. She seems somewhat uncomfortable with that amount of enthusiasm. Slowly, however, the corners of her mouth curl. A slight smile appears on her face. Oh no. He recalls those long stretches of time at the bottom of the silent ocean. The only sound he heard was the faint rattling of chains. With his eyes closed, he would construct an illusory world in his mind. He would imagine the splendor and wonder of Whale Falls City, the place that had been long forgotten. Then a different voice broke into his world one day. Stupid tome of the sea god, you're worthless in every sense of the word. If you're actually useful, you would have revealed the sea god's location. What gives you the right to only disclose the whereabouts of the bride of the sea god? It was a discourteous voice. It could be considered too loud to a certain extent, yet it was like the sun that occasionally appeared above the sea. He realized it was impossible to dislike. Using what little strength he had, he spoke to her for the first time. Perhaps their ending was already predetermined from that moment. The sea god must kill his bride. To truly ascend to godhood, he must destroy their bond. He refused his fate before, but now, he doesn't want to accept this either.
这次，也许是真的再见了。
Okay. He recalls the moment when she first spoke his name. With fingertips stained in their blood, he traced his name into the palm of her hand, one letter at a time. Even so, he couldn't intertwine his fate with hers along the lines of her palm. In this way, they were spared from separation. I frantically search for Raphael's figure in the crowd, but I only catch a message the sea breeze carried to me. Fortunately, our bond guides me to him. In a lit corner, I catch Raphael's fingers. Oh, thank God.
跑这么快做什么？怕我不告而别？
Isn't that what you're gonna do? Where are you going?
自然是继续寻找珍珠了。等我恢复了那一部分力量，我就会回来。
I don't believe you. His life force is fading away at an alarming rate. Under the illusion of an intact seashell lies a reality with cracks becoming increasingly more severe. His heart is also riddled with countless wounds. Rafayel, is there anything you need me to do for you? Tell me, no matter what it is, I'll do it. Just say that you want your heart back. I'll return it to you.
没有。
How long will you be gone?
不好说，也许是1、2年，也许是100、200年，也许是更久。
I
别担
don't
心，
like that.
即使我离开了，你和罗敬城也都能好好的存活下去。这是神明对你的承诺。
What is he planning to do? If he's making this kind of promise, it means he'll do something that I don't want to imagine. I won't be able to accept it. So, when are you leaving? Let me see you off.
好吧，
Wait, why is it...
我到海上等你。
My fingernails dig into my palm. The hesitation that swirled in my heart has finally crystallized into resolve. I will fulfill the promise I once made. Oh, MC. Why is it lagging again? What's going on? Oh! Oh, okay. We're here. Okay. Why is it so laggy?
这么简单的曲子，怎么你到现在都没学会？
Romirro taught me how to be a ruler, not a musician.
专心听，这是最后一次教你了。
Fucking he said last time because he's going to disappear, isn't he? I don't like this so. And he's so soft with her here. The tides have changed.
海水终将流归来处，与陆地分离为截然不同的世界。
But the sea always meets the shore. We could meet each other again one day. Oh, that's why. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my... Wait! Did you see how he held on to her?
你没有别的话要跟我说了吗？
The fuck? The way he said this would be the last time, and then the way she said maybe we'll meet each other again someday, and then he felt like he had to, you know, just feel her one last time, is so fucking sad. I'll pray to the sea. I hope every ocean current carries you to bright, warm places.
大海听到你的愿望了。
Oh no. Fuck. Okay. You said it was once part of your heart. It's time to return it to who it
可是
belongs.
现在，你在我心上的分量，远超这枚轻飘飘的鳞片。
Because of my selfishness. Wait, what? I took the heart that belongs to you. Oh god, look at him. I cannot. That fucking prophecy. Oh fuck. Now with the power of the sea dogs bow. Oh shit, I can't. Reclaim this heart and end our...
不行，不容许这样的背弃。
Oh shit. This heart can save you and Romirro.
海神不需要这颗心，以我的契约不会就此结束。
Oh fuck. Although our covenant has been broken. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh god. That was the pearl the prophecy was talking about, wasn't it? The fucking pearl in the deep sea. Stupid. Oh god. I'm sorry, 1 second. I need my water. Okay. Daylight has arrived. The tides surge, waves build upon waves. They're so powerful that they scatter the clouds in the sky. The black seawater bleeds crimson. Then the red fades and takes the darkness with it. The sea's original azure hues reappear. Bleeds crimson. What a way to say that a life has been taken. The bells in Romirro toll ceaselessly as massive waves engulf the world. The land is transformed into a seabed. They were still submerged in the end. Seawater envelops every house, every patch of soil, every mountain range. It whispers and returns the memories from millions of years ago. This is what they meant by returning the lands and mountains into its primordial state. Everyone steps onto a strange yet familiar homeland. They breathe the air that flows in like seawater. They are! They are Lemurians! I was right! What the fuck? Wait, so... No. There's something wrong with this prophecy. Here's the thing. This was all meant to happen, yes. But if they let the prophecy be real before Rafayel was able to get the heart, they would not have awakened as Lemurians. They would have drowned. No. The prophecy, it was a double-edged sword. It was a damn if you don't, damn if you do, something kind of thing. If that prophecy was just let alone, done, because you saw how the tides were like engulfing the city. It's basically the deep sea giving him a choice. Let your people drown, don't use your power, or take the power and then let them be awakened. If he did not take the heart, those people would have died. So what the prophecy did, this is so conniving of the deep sea. The deep sea was making him... They knew that if Rafayel defied the deep sea, MC would have done something. It was prophesized. It was either Rafayel takes the heart or MC gives the heart. That was the fucking prophecy. It's self-fulfilling, exactly. Either in any way, the prophecy could have been fulfilled and the Lemurians died, prophecy fulfilled. Or Rafayel takes the heart, Lemurians are awakened, and then they get submerged. Prophecy still fulfilled. It's the vagueness of it. They don't give you all the answers. I'm telling you, that tome is being fucking read wrong. This is so stupid. What? This is so unfair. You make MC believe that unless she thinks that this would be able to save her people, but she's not wrong. It's just that it's not in a way that she thought. I feel like maybe it's being read wrong on purpose, like they know. Yeah, now I'm worrying about Lincoln as well. This is so messed up, what the fuck? Phantasmal whales leap from the water and return to the sea. They swim through the city that has been reborn. Whale falls. Oh, fucking hell! There you go! What the freak? Oh my god! Wow! Okay! Holy... Look, I had an inkling, but for it to be real is... I'm so mind blown right now. Wait, the story ends here? You're joking. You're joking. The sea god stares at his hand. There lies the pearl ring given to him by a young woman. It still gleams with a lustrous radiance. It gently encircles his finger. It's like her embrace that never let him go. It shall keep him bound to this sea forevermore. I cannot believe that is so fucking tragic and also so conniving. I feel like this myth is telling us something along the lines on what's happening in the current timeline as well, because everything that Rafayel did in the branch story is making sense now because of this myth. Literally everything makes sense now. Like there's an explanation to it, and I thank God we got it in this myth.